All right.
Not too much.
It's happening.
Yo.
Okay, we're gonna get prepared to do Chadvice in a second. For those of you who don't know, this is the advice segment that we do. I asked Anthony to be on like a year ago. Yeah. And you were apprehensive.
I am very nervous about the idea of being live. I'm like, God, how do you do it?
I do it every day. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just practice, right?
Dude, it is. And also, you're very entertaining. You're an entertainer, so you're gonna be fine.
Thank you.
I don't know how. I'm sure you're gonna be fine too. Well, we do need a woman's perspective for sure.
Yes.
Gonna pay attention to what you're saying.
Okay. Tell Anthony is hot. He's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See,
that's like half the battle. You guys are killing it.
as
like,
long as we look good, we are good, right?
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but I see my name in caps like at least 10 times per scroll, so I feel pretty good now.
That's
Thank
a
you
fast
guys.
chat.
Yeah, thank you, chat.
Speedy chat.
Yeah.
You might want to get it a little bit closer to you.
Okay.
You're fine. This one like is really loud for some reason, but that one is supposed to be loud too. But you should,
I will mouth the mic.
All right.
Yeah.
I got the beefy one. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna call. This man shaped my childhood for 5 years. Yeah, dude. People love you. What do you mean? We have very similar communities for. I guess we have like similar attitudes about things. I would say.
Do we? I mean,
I don't know. You're like
I guess I don't
you're
really
like a
get
nice
into like
person. And
so you're saying we're both nice people.
well, my politics revolve around empathy. So like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I usually for that reason, if you're not like, unless you're like a, Ben Shapiro type, most people are gonna.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of my fans are fans of yours as well. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you guys.
Hasan, you're a dickhead though. See, and then there's people like this.
Right. Well, I expect
humble
one.
you.
I expect one dickhead comment about me as well to
shot.
balance it out.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, it'll happen.
It's not. That won't happen. But yeah, Chadvice is. We have some wonderful mods in this community. Shouts out to Frogan. Okay. Who will go into the community and ask like the thousands of people in my Discord server on what they need advice on. And then people sign up for it. I think hundreds of people signed up this time.
Wow.
And they get screened for it. And then they come in during this process and we give them advice. Do we have any qualifications
No.
for giving people advice? No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So, but we do it anyway. So I guess we'll be in the on air portion here. Well, Morgan's in here right now. Hello.
Hey.
What's going on, Morgan? What do we got today? You want to give us a background? You want to give us exactly what kind of incredible amounts of work you put into this?
Yes. So we started screening for Chadvice last week. I put out a Google form into the community, both promoted on Twitch and on Discord, and we had 488 submissions this time.
Jesus Christ. How much was it last time?
Like 300. It was like lacking last time, I'm not gonna lie. But this time we had a great amount of people. I threatened people this time. I said, if you give me one-word answers, you are not going to be picked. Automatically deleted. So this time I had a bunch of scenarios to go through that actually have detail, and they're crazy. They're wild.
Okay.
Exciting.
I don't know if I can be prepared.
We have some that are like basic advice, and then some that are kind of like a slap in the face.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Is it all? It's not all dating related though, right? Because like I feel like every time we've done
No.
this, like most of the time, it's just like exclusively dating related, and then
I
it
don't know anything about that.
and then it turns into just like me giving the same advice over and over again about like how confidence is like a muscle, and then everyone
Yep.
starts
Yeah.
making fun of me, even though it's good advice.
Even though it's true,
It is
It is
true.
100% true.
and it is good advice. So suck me, everyone. Okay. Confidence is like a muscle.
So a lot of them are dating related, but they're not like basic, like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I like my boyfriend or not. They're like, long-term relationships that are crashing and burning, or friendships. Or I did add like one about like confidence, because I feel like we need the confidence is like a muscle, at least once.
we got
today.
to
Yeah, we got to get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just once. So
We do this like once every 6 months at this point, I think. I always say, like, after I do it, everyone's like, oh, do one next week. And I'm always like, yeah, we'll do one next week. And then I don't do it for an entire You know, for an entire year usually, but
A year.
It's biannual.
yeah, it happens like every 6 months, 4 months. I don't know.
Special.
Is Austin coming?
Austin is not going to be in here. He's not going to be in person.
Okay.
But instead he will be joining us through Discord. So we'll just do it. We'll
Okay.
just pull him into the on-air segment. I don't know where the he is. I told him 3.
Okay.
And he
Let me
was in the
message
chat
him.
earlier, and he's in the Discord right now probably. So I don't know why the he's not in the Discord server.
Alright.
Because you
So-
know his ass is probably farming reactions in there right
I
now.
know. I just messaged him. But you know, weirdly enough, we had like a common theme amongst the submissions. A lot of people were asking about like ADHD advice, which I thought was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Since 1, you're wild, and 2, you're not like a psychiatrist. I was like,
Hello.
hi Austin.
What's your username?
Austin Show.
What's your username?
Oh,
On what?
Oh,
Twitter.
On Twitter?
You don't even use Twitter
I
anymore,
don't
right?
even remember what it is.
Okay.
It might be glam and gore. Maybe.
AND.
Austin, Habibi, how
that's
are
it.
you?
hello
Okay.
guys. How are we doing? I'm
All
gonna turn on
right.
my-
Austin, turn your camera on.
I did not get the memo that it was supposed to be in person today. Had no idea.
Yes, you did. I just knew that you were not going to show up in person
No,
because you're a bougie
Hassan,
bitch.
I thought I was gonna meet
Hassan-
you for once.
dude, I'm so sorry. If I would have known you all were going to be in person, I mean, Hassan, forget
Oh,
it. I've seen him really good, but if I knew
Okay,
you guys were going to be in
I'm
person, I
muting
would've
him. I'm muting him. You're muted.
You are very muted right now.
Jump change.
Yeah.
toned down. But Hassan cannot
okay,
be in the presence of a
unmuted
gay.
you, but you
Has-
were muted
Has-
a second
Hassan,
ago.
Hassan can't be in the presence of a gay man for more than 60 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's why.
What happens?
People
What
don't-
happens when that happens?
I just have sex with them.
Oh,
He's yeah.
He loved that. Austin loved that one. Yeah, you love that. Look at him. Look at how he's
you're
laughing.
blushing.
Nice.
You're blushing, sir.
Yeah, we'll show him in a second. Hold
I'm a
on.
Chad. I'm a Chad. I'm a Chad.
Yeah, you love
I'm a
that.
Chad. I did. That was awesome.
Oh, look, it's like he's here.
There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
don't get to
It's
smell
like I'm here.
Hassan.
Just
We
put me up.
do. But
We could green
Yeah.
screen you in to the scene, but we won't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's too much work.
That would Hassan. That would be too much for it. That would stress Hassan's setup beyond its limits.
Yeah.
As you can
Yeah.
tell. As you can tell. Well, it's good to be here, guys. Happy to see you both. Hassan, is there a way you could mirror your camera so I could see you guys too?
Yeah, 1 second. Hold on.
he's tweeting.
You know, some people were also asking Hasan about how to be halal, which I'm going to be completely honest. I don't understand
Yeah.
how they see you have the qualifications to even
I
give
do not
advice
have
on
the
that.
qualifications to describe that. That's hilarious. That it's like,
Multiple people too. I don't understand.
yeah, I don't know, dude. Do not look to me as a beacon of like being a good Muslim. Okay, that is the worst idea. Hold on 1 second. Let's just. I will. Let me just. Maybe if I turn off the camera instead of mirroring it, we could do that.
Can I just say I appreciate this angle so we can't see how small I am in comparison to you?
Dude, you are not. You're like you're a big boy, dude.
Compared to you, I am
You're
a little boy.
crazy.
Everyone
You're-
is a little boy compared to you.
You're crazy. You are. Yeah, I even eat pork. It's the worst thing you can do for Islam. Wait, hold on.
Anthony, the worst part is this guy is already tall, and then he wears 7-inch platform heels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
I know.
Not right now.
Nah, well,
Yeah.
no.
Those are some fuzzy.
How does
slippers, sir.
someone said? Someone in the chat said, "How does Austin still have a 300 viewer Andy set up?" Which is a great question, Austin. Answer. How are you going to give life advice when you need to give life advice to yourself?
Look, I don't use this very much. I usually, every time I do my show, I do it from a studio, so I don't need anything in particular. And when I do Love or Host, I do it from one of your setups, yours, George's, somebody else's.
That's true.
But yeah, no,
But
this
George's
setup,
is
the
like
same.
not great either. But hey, hold on 1 second. Even though you shit on my setup every time you're here, even though it's like way better than yours, does anyone have a good meme for this Chadvice blast off that I'm about to engage in? Chat, do you guys have
You
anything?
should link Austin Ox's video. Hold on.
Oh, do you have? Well, no, because I have the actual link. I have to put like an actual link, the twitch.tv/HasanAbi one, unless I quote tweet it.
I will say,
Hold
Hasan,
on, I
you
got
actually
you.
try in your setup. That's what makes yours embarrassing. I mean,
My
look at
setup
me.
is
There's
great.
no
He
effort.
just-
There's
is
no
the setup
effort
not
here.
good?
It is fantastic.
It's a great
Thank you.
setup.
It's
It's not
glam.
cluttered or anything.
Austin is like so used to just like on me that in the wild when people are like saying normal things about it, he's like shocked. He's like, what?
They're just being
I'm impressed
polite.
you have a setup so that lots of people could come in here, at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got it in 1 second.
Wait, just send me
Great.
the video like as a downloadable link, and then I'll upload the video back onto the tweet if you can do that.
I don't have the downloadable link, but I have the link to the actual video where if you just like paste it in your tweet, it'll show up as an attachment.
Because I actually have a link. It's the twitch.tv/HasanAbi link.
Hold on,
So you have to send me the actual. I can't just embed it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I asked for a meme to promote Chadvice, and this is what one of you chatters sent.
Okay.
I'm not racist. My wife's eye is black.
What?
And this is a joke about police. 40%. Google 40% for more. Police 40% for more.
I'm gonna fill up my water. 1 second.
We're not making a good impression on our guests here, chat.
Yeah, there have been no good impressions made so far.
Okay, you guys wanna introduce yourselves to the community?
Hello, community. My name's Anthony Padilla. I've interviewed this man before. If you ever want to see what I do interviews now. Used to do a thing called Smosh, but now I'm just in the presence of this man.
Hello, chat. My name is Mykie, but spelled funny, Mykie, and I am a YouTuber who has made a career out of loving creepy. Can I curse?
Oh my God! Yeah, have you seen this man?
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta check.
that's how we know she didn't watch our interview.
She did watch it, but it was
I
bleeped
blacked out the whole time.
because of the attractiveness of this man, right?
Yes. The pure
Okay.
stature of Hasan.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a meme. This is what they sent.
I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, actually. Honestly,
Check DMs.
Check DMs.
The angle
Okay.
checks
I
out.
got you.
it
Hold on.
resembles the angle of this camera.
Oh, Austin,
right
I
now.
sent it. Okay, perfect.
Oh, based.
Perfect. Thank you, Austin Ox.
You're welcome.
Austin, you're taking credit for Austin Ox. That's sacrilege.
I thought Austin Ox was
Austin
me,
Ox is like half the reason why I got canceled on like numerous occasions, and some of the things like the Gucci shirt. Did the Gucci shirt even make it to that interview? No, right?
No.
No, that was a
It was the Gucci shirt thing happened a week after we shot the interview.
yeah. Yeah, that is the.
You got canceled for the Gucci shirt?
Yeah. How dare you? First of all, how dare you?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I know. Here, this is what he made. He's my editor. Also, juice this in the chat. Here you go. There you go, chat. Okay, here, let's watch this intro real quick before Austin. We're gonna watch this intro really quickly, okay?
No worries.
Ooh.
I almost changed the name from Chadvice to Badvice.
Yo! Oh shit! Let's go. That is ridiculously good. That is good.
I am interested in watching this stream.
I will watch
Chadvice.
whatever that is.
It's incredible.
Austin, did you even watch it? Austin's
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
be
watching
cool
it right now.
He's trying to be cool in the chat right now because you're here, but like he's literally like he is a permanent staple in my community. Like literally, he's probably in the Discord farming reactions right now. Like this is what he does.
I was doing that before. I was doing it before the stream started.
Yeah.
No, everybody knows I'm a big Hasan Piker fan. I've been watching his content before he was popular, and yeah, I'm a big fan.
A real one.
I have like a parasocial relationship with him, even though we're like best friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. It's good.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to put our camera on here really quickly. I don't really know how to do it.
Oh wait, can you not see us?
No,
If you
can't.
deactivate
Oh
it
my
through OBS, you can turn it on through Discord.
I mean, we can just use the other camera, but that one is not
nice.
that good. It's not gonna show everything. Hold on.
Conductor. Look at all your tools.
If I do it through OBS though, like if I do it through OBS virtual camera, that's only gonna work for if it's this. You know what I mean?
I love how your chat just watches you just deal with tech.
Yeah, I mean it's like half the fun. You know what I mean? Half the fun is just like them. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Why is the virtual? Oh, I put it in studio mode instead of starting the virtual camera. There it is. That's what they'll
Nice. I
see.
can
But the
see you
problem
guys.
is, but the problem is, if I go desktop, then they see the desktop. Do you see what I mean? And it's inverted too. Like it's just like it up.
Well, you don't have to. I can just watch you guys on the stream. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is why it's parasocial.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even when you're talking with him, you want to watch his stream.
Hasan, can you FaceTime me on your phone and then I'll just watch through that?
Wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on. Let's just do.
Come on,
wait.
that's a good setup, right? That would work, right? I'd be able to see
You are
it.
so parasocial. You want to be FaceTiming with him
Is that
on
better?
Discord
Can
with
you
him.
see us, Austin? No, right? When we do
I
this,
can see you fine.
You
I can see you
can't.
fine.
You can't see us when we do that, right?
At least it's better than watching you with a delay. It's okay. I can see me more, but it's fine. I didn't fly in. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I must suffer now.
All right. Well, let's hear from our first victim.
Our first victim.
I think we're
Okay.
I think we're ready. We're definitely qualified to talk to people, and I think they're gonna, give them advice. I think we're ready. We're ready to do it.
Okay.
Wait, what the? Why is Austin now?
Oh,
That looks like you
shit.
have a fart cloud around you, bro.
I opened up OBS. God damn it. So hold on.
What are you doing?
Why is that the first thing
There
that
we
came
go.
to mind?
The reason I did that because I was trying to like blow your camera up a little bit more so like I could forget it. I was doing some tech. It's okay. We're good.
Yeah, that was great. It definitely didn't fail. All right, let's get started.
Okay. First person is unicycle octopus. You can call them Kai. Their pronouns are they, them.
Okay.
Hi, Kai. Welcome to Chadvice.
Hello.
What's up,
Hello.
Kai?
Hi, Kai.
Hi, Kai.
All right. What seems to be the problem, Kai? What can we help you with today?
So, I have been working at this same job right out of college for about 3 years now. And recently, they hired somebody into a position I was supposed to be promoted in. This guy's only been working at the company for about like 3-ish months and is undermining me in every single way possible. And it's become incredibly frustrating. And I just want advice on how to, assert my authority over him or get respect from him. Because that, or you can tell me that I should just go look for another job because I'm teetering on the fence of that.
Where do you work? Oh, I mean, what type of work?
I work in advertising.
Advertising.
Oh. Okay.
Very millennial career, I know.
So, being undermined in the workplace, especially if you're younger, and especially as a non-binary person too, like that's gonna be like a constant battle that you have to endure, unfortunately. And a lot of times it's literally because of bad management. I mean, management is rarely ever good anyway, but it's usually bad management to hire someone over you when you've spent more time in that position, when you're more qualified for that position. So usually the only way to, like, I don't know if there's like a foolproof method of overcoming that. I had similar problems at the Young Turks when I used to work there as well, where I was also constantly being undermined. It's just a part of like working for someone else, a part of like working in even a startup. You encounter those problems, especially if you work at like a larger corporation. I don't know if there's ever going to be a method to like if there's ever a way to like really overcome that. Like I can't sit here and tell you like, oh, you'll be able to win over your manager by doing a set of these set of rules. If you follow them, like your manager is going to magically change their opinion on you, especially when in a lot of instances it doesn't even revolve around like what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any like foolproof solution, and if it does continue, it doesn't hurt to it doesn't hurt to look around, shop around, and use market conditions to your favor, especially if there's like especially if there isn't exactly a lot of people vying for that same position.
Yeah, that's fair. It's unfortunate because I love all the coworkers I have, and the only reason I haven't left is because I love my team, not because I'm getting paid well, because shocker, I'm not.
I mean,
But
one thing you could do is just like rally your coworkers against the person who made that decision and try to get them to also advocate on your behalf.
Like a coup?
No, not
You
like a coup,
advertise-
but
Like overthrow the management?
No, I didn't mean like a literal coup. I just meant like obviously the workplace is delicate, right? And they don't want to rock the boat. So if there are people that are also of that same mindset, I mean, it's really hard to change certain things in a corporate structure once those decisions have been made.
Yeah.
But I do think that one thing you could do is first ask for a raise and mention that you don't like that this decision was made. Did you ask that? I mean, or did you actually bring this up?
I have brought it up to pretty much anybody in management and any of my coworkers who would listen. And it's unfortunate because one of my managers I've worked with for a long time, who I was hoping when I went to her would take me seriously, but was completely dismissive of the whole situation. So that's been another thing of like why I'm like, as much as I don't want to change insurance and all of the fun stuff that happens with changing jobs, I think it is time.
Well, I mean, that's why you don't quit without another option out there on the table. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Definitely not.
I keep
think-
hearing
and-
that. Oh, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I keep hearing that the people in management at your job feel powerless in their own lives, so they look to the workplace as a way to make themselves feel better. I'm wondering if there's anything that you've tried to do or that you think you might be able to do to make yourself feel more empowered in that situation if you have to deal with it, if you choose to stay there. Because I think that ultimately people that are looking for a power trip, there's a way to talk to people like that, and it's kind of figuring out what it is that makes them feel better about themselves and then seeing if you can meet them in the middle in a way that also makes you feel empowered at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. Like, part of being, new into a career like this is I haven't learned that, like, corporate jargon, please your manager kind of talk. And I think, if I tried to meet them a little bit more in the middle instead of being as casual as I've been before, it would probably help.
Austin,
I
what were you
find
going to say?
I find a lot of people that are, in these types of jobs almost show more respect to the company or whoever their employer than the employer will ever show to them. So I think you should always, I know it's easy to say, oh, just find a new job. Obviously there's realities that come with that, but I certainly think that you should always have your eyes open for better opportunities, because in the exact opposite situation, when they don't need you anymore, they will without hesitation let you go. And at the end of the day, it's just business. So when you're looking for other opportunities and you put in your 2 weeks, you tell them, I'm sorry, it's just business, and you're pursuing best opportunities, right? So you should always keep your mind open. I'm not going to sit here and be naive and be like, oh, just quit your job. As you said, healthcare, a lot of other things. But certainly in this, it seems like it's a bad situation. So you should be looking for an out if at all possible.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think I'm just looking at it a bit of rose-colored glasses because of, how nice it was a couple months ago and how bad it's gotten in recent months, that I don't want to admit that I hate my job now, but,
You will never be rewarded for your loyalty, by the way, to the corporate
Absolutely,
structure.
yeah.
That's
Very
not a
true.
thing. That's just a lie that they tell workers so that they don't actually leave their jobs. But if you even look at from a pro-capitalism perspective, even if you look at the data, it shows that people who job hop are actually making higher salaries on average than people who stay in the same place. Maybe there was a time and place where that was the reality. You got your golden Rolex at the end of your long tenure at a firm with a sweet pension plan, but that's not the reality anymore. So you need to be just as cutthroat just like Austin mentioned.
Yeah, I started a company and it was purchased by another company, and I worked there for 6 years, and it was all going really great at first. And I also had those rose-colored glasses that everything was going to continue like that. And then at one point, I just kind of realized that I wasn't really being taken seriously. I wasn't really being respected in the space, and I was in denial for about 2 years. And I think if I had to go back and give myself advice in that situation, it would be to, once you start recognizing it, it seems like you're recognizing it enough to start talking about it, even here. I think that's when you should really, show yourself that respect in making sure that you work somewhere where you are respected in the way that you know that you deserve to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
I don't know. I had a job like that, and it traumatized the hell out of me, and I had to quit.
Where you weren't being respected.
Personally.
Yeah.
It was similar to what you just described, where like it was kind of a dream job in a lot of ways, and then management changed, and they became terrifying. Just like made the job a living hell. It seemed like for fun, and in that situation, I could not find the wherewithal to make it a situation that like I could deal with. Granted, I was 22 years old, but it made my life a living hell, and I did eventually quit. So it's not always a simple thing where we're like, yeah, just like try this and it'll get better. It might not. It might be time to leave, but I think that you'll know at the end of the day what's really practical in your situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the move for me now is like continue or start doing interviews, and in the meantime try to make it as like palatable as possible until I can potentially move on.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't let them know either.
Yeah.
Until you have like a solid, firm offer, because once you get there, then you will see the dynamic change dramatically. Because if they do see value in your position, and if they do see value in you staying there, they will probably make amends and actually listen and probably offer you that they will probably offer you that additional salary, that raise that you demanded early on. But they're never going to do that out of the kindness of their hearts. Companies will never, ever do that. I literally worked for my uncle, and they didn't even do that. So it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
You always need leverage. All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks,
for the
Kai.
advice.
Take care, Kai. But Hasan, you can shrink my camera, by the way. Like I seem like I'm taking up more space, and it's just me.
No, it's fine.
But your face. Who would want that?
We need the Lebanese representation on screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
me. Yep, very Lebanese.
Is that better? Are you happier with that?
No, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Why? Do you feel like you don't look good?
Do you really have to? I mean, do you really have to put me 6 feet apart from you? Is that really necessary?
Well, I would put you right next to us.
Hey, guys, look how homophobic he is. There we go.
Do you see
actually
this?
move him a little
I would
bit.
put you right next to us. It's just like
move him a
your
little bit away.
situation has made it untenable. You know what I mean? You're like not here. So I'm trying to make the most of the situation. You feel me?
No,
Hasan,
it's okay.
In the top of the corner of the Austin screen, click the 3 dots and hide uncheck the non-video participants.
Yeah, but I do want to show like I do want to show the non-video participants when they're speaking, so you see the green around them.
Do you want me to
It's okay,
get the
Hasan,
the Discord bubble thing?
Sure,
the
if you can send me
extension?
the link to the Discord bubble, that'd be great.
got
Yeah.
you.
Hasan, just make it. Just do what you need to do. I'll be happy with it. I was just trying to make it better for you. I'm so difficult. I'm so sorry.
You are.
Well, now you can't see me at all. What the hell are you doing?
Hold on, I'm fixing some
okay.
stuff.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Discord bubble, it'll work actually. Can you? How do you see us? Do you see us better now?
Yeah. It's perfect.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. There it is.
Perfect.
I think I have the Discord bubble too. All right, who's up next?
The next person is Warp. I'm gonna drag them in right
Did
now.
you send the Discord bubble, by the way, the link?
Sending it right now. Their pronouns are she, her. Hi, Warp.
Hi.
Hi, Warp.
You're on there.
Hi, Warp.
Oh. So I'm 25 and I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 4 years. We dated 1 year in real life and then he got deported, so we dated 3 years online / long distance. And my issue is I've started bringing up like the topic of marriage / I've asked him more than once, and always his answer is like super unsure or like, well, maybe we should wait a little bit longer, and it's getting pretty frustrated. I just don't really know what to do, and I don't really want to break up, but it just feels like we're kind of stuck.
How long you been dating for?
4 years.
What do you think marriage will help you get unstuck with that you're currently stuck with?
Yeah, I mean, he's made like no plans for any kind of future. Like every time I ask, it's like, well, I don't really know, or I'm not in a position to figure that out right now. And it's like very frustrating because it's like, it feels like this is it.
Is marriage a symbol of his dedication to the relationship, or your both of your dedication to it?
Uh, Maybe I kind of just don't want this to be online forever kind of thing. Yeah.
Have you told him these things?
I have, but I don't know. It seems like kind of a sensitive subject for him, or it's just like, he's like, well, I don't want to get married because we've only dated in real life for a year. So, like, what if we don't get along? And I don't know. I feel like we're both adults. Like, if it's not it, then we could just get divorced. I don't know.
Is he making any steps to figure out if you could date in person? Like
No.
more? Oh, okay, that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because it seems like there's a green card that he could get out of this. Like, it seems like it's a fortunate situation for him. He hit the lottery, like, quite literally.
I'm literally like, if you just want to be like friends and want to get married for a green card, that's totally fine. Because he really hates living in the U.S. like a lot, and he was gonna get married to his roommate for a green card, but then he just like backed out last minute, and I was like, dude, why?
Okay, this is. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of red flags here. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's.
I feel like I described it kind of badly. I don't.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Do you want to live in the United States?
No, I want him to live in. I live in Canada.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why.
We're so
so
U.S. centric. We're so U.S. centric.
Such an American
I mean,
thing.
there's hella red flags here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it does seem like there's a lot of red flags, and not because of the way you're describing it, but just in general. It's a situation, but like the fact that, like, I can't tell if it's I mean, what's the purpose here? Like, you guys are e-dating now, right? And he's happy with that. Like, he's happy with the e-dating. He like wants to keep it that way.
I don't think he's happy because he said before he doesn't really do long distance. But I'm like, we could try it. And then I guess 3 years later, it's still the same thing. And
You don't know if
Yeah.
he wants to eat it. You said you think that he's happy. Oh wait,
No, they've been.
no, I don't think he's happy, but
Oh.
he hasn't made plans for any sort of future or anything with this relationship.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think you should rip that Band-Aid off.
To me, it sounds like
But-
he's happy with exactly where it's at.
And
Yeah.
he's checked out.
Like, he literally, I've never seen someone be chill with being deported before the things that you just described.
Yeah, this is a thing that I think plagues a lot of long-term relationships. It's comfort. You get comfortable. You get in your situation, and you don't really want to move. You just want to stay in this limbo. And I think that's perhaps where your boyfriend has gotten to. So, you've tried to have candid discussions with him, right?
Yeah, I've been like, we can do it for tax benefits, we can do it for a green card. I was his friend for a bit before we started dating, so it's genuinely kind of just tough to see him mentally suffer living in the United States, unfortunately.
Oh, he got deported to the
Oh,
U.S.
geez. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Oh no, he got deported to a shithole. Oh no. Okay.
Why was I thinking it was
We got
some
this all
like
wrong.
other like country and like some other distant land?
Yeah, why are you trying to date or marry an American? That's a L to begin with.
The first
Dude,
red
okay. All jokes aside, though, Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think right now we need is some hard to swallow pills, some cold hard truth. Okay, this is not working. It's literally not working, and you need to respect yourself more. You deserve better. You deserve someone who wants to be with you. You should not be staying with someone who's stringing you along, and it seems like he is stringing you along. And that is never going to be a healthy relationship. It's not a healthy relationship at this moment. It's barely a relationship, and it's never going to turn into a healthy one magically. With all of the things that you have offered, it's not going to happen. It just straight up is not going to happen. So you have to make a decision to free yourself and possibly this person. There's no circumstance in which marriage has ever ended up saving a relationship that was already falling apart. There's no circumstance in which having a child has ever saved a relationship in a broken marriage to begin with. So, because I know that that's probably going to be your next step in the way that in your line of thinking when the marriage is not working out. So don't do it. You deserve better. And you should seek it. The quicker you free yourself from this, the faster you will be able to have a healthier outlook on relationships and open yourself up to a genuinely solid, healthy relationship with a partner that gives you the respect that you deserve.
And puts in as much effort as it sounds like you are.
Yeah.
And also, relationships is cliched, but it's true. Give and take. You seem like you're giving a lot, coming up with solutions, and he's just like not even participating in the conversation at all. At the very least, I think Hasan's ultimately right. But if you want to really be sure, put his feet to the fire a little bit and back way off and say, hey, this is what it is. I'm not going to live my life like this long distance. This is what I want. If you don't want it, I'm out, and see what happens.
I mean, you don't want this dude to to make moves when he is so clearly shown that he's not interested in it out of like a moment of hesitation or a moment of like feeling like he might lose you either, though. Because like, while that might actually offer you short-term success, the same underlying problems are still going to always exist. They are permanent at this point, which is precisely why I'm saying, do your thing.
I think we have our first fundamental disagreement on Chadvice.
Okay, well, we're not going to debate because there's a lot of people with
But I just want to say, like, my parents, before they got married, they were together for 4 years, and my mom turned around to my dad and said, well, you going to propose to me or what, or I'm out. And he proposed to her that moment, not very romantic, and they've been married for 35 years almost.
Okay, but that's a dramatically different situation. It seems like your dad wanted to propose and get married to your mom, whereas this person does not.
Oh, well, have you? Okay, forget it. You know what? Maybe I was a little off.
That's an entirely different set of circumstances, Austin.
Okay.
She gave an ultimatum and he was like, I'm here. That does feel very different. You shouldn't have to beg anyone to marry you. That's not the right person.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Especially when they get a sweet socialized healthcare added on citizenship. Like, are you kidding me? That's insane.
I retract what I said. I agree with my colleagues.
I'm sorry.
I feel like we still like have feelings for each other. I feel like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's like I feel like he might be trying to be considerate a little bit because he's like, well, if it doesn't work out when he comes to live here, then like what's gonna happen? But like it's been 4 years and we've consistently talked and stuff, so I don't.
Marriage though, and long term is on a whole different plane than what you're describing, right? There's a lot of people that you can have intimate relationships with and talk to. Marriage is a whole different level. That's a lifelong commitment, right? You're gonna find a lot of different people throughout your life that you're gonna be able to be at this level on. But when you find that one, it's gonna be completely different. So I wouldn't misconstrue that with being, because we have an intimate thing and we talk consistently, that means this is the one for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with Hasan here. I really do think.
Also,
that-
you're 25 years old. Like, you have your whole life ahead of you. That's wild to make such like, permanent decisions almost. Even if you feel like it's not that complicated. I mean, you're also trying to fix a fire by dousing it with gasoline. It's just not going to work. You know what I mean? It's clear that there are already like fundamental problems that are stopping this person from making this decision, and forcing it is the least healthy thing you can do.
And also, you entered this relationship when you were 21 years old, right?
Yeah.
You are going to be. You owe it to yourself to explore this world, and with relationships or whatever. I think and gain some experience and meet new people. I think you'll really thank yourself down the line.
Yeah, that's fair.
And don't rush into anything.
All right. I hope we were at least a little bit helpful here.
It was. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next one is kind of like the final of like the generic advice, and then we're gonna start moving upward. So the next person is Zaus. Their pronouns are he, him.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
Here you go, Zaus. Welcome on stream.
Hi guys, hi Hasan, hi chat, hi everybody. So I'm just gonna contextualize my problem real quickly. I'm a 20 years old guy from Brazil, and for most of my middle and high school years, up until senior year, I guess, I used to be a very fat kid, like acne on my face, kind of short, bad haircut. I think I was 5'8" at the time, weighing around 286 pounds, I guess. Yeah, that checks. But then puberty hits, I started to go to the gym, did a diet and all this kind of stuff. And when I finished my senior year, I was like 6'3", weighing 200 pounds, 216 pounds.
God damn.
Yeah. I had barely no acne on my face thanks to Octane. And most people start to consider me attractive, something I didn't experience in most of my school years. And I started to receive more attention from men, women, and etc. But since you went through something similar related to appearance and change, Hasan, this kind of stuff, I want to know, how did you cope with the newfound attention that you're receiving? Because sometimes, like if I'm at a club or something similar, someone will approach me like, "Oh, you want to hook up?" Like men, women, this, and I'm not even attracted to the person. I think this person is not my type, but I can't say no because I'm like, oh, I was rejected a lot, but like when I was a kid, so it's gonna feel for them, for me to say no. So I'm just gonna say yes to not hurt their feelings, because I don't know how to cope with like people find me attractive, this kind of stuff, and how to say no to people who I'm not attracted to, because I feel guilty, this kind of stuff,
Yeah, you're suffering from success like DJ Khaled. Okay, listen. I mean, it's funny. It's funny because I mean, you have a good problem to have, obviously, but no, I know what you mean. Like, I am notoriously bad. You can even ask Austin. I'm really bad at like rejecting people. It makes me very uncomfortable. Wait, why are you making that face? Am I wrong? When people come up to me and I'm not attracted to them, I have a hard time gently.
You don't. I don't think you don't like reject. You just kind of. You know what I mean?
What does that mean? What is that face you're making? I'm just like indifferent.
No. He's very. Hasan has a hard time rejecting people because you are so incredibly nice to everybody that you come into contact with.
I feel like that was forced out of you. Like, you made it seem like you did not believe that.
No, it was. I do believe it. Hasan is incredible. I'm just. The chat makes me laugh. Okay, forget what
it's just like I don't think it's a good problem to have, because sometimes I do stuff against my will. Like I don't want to hook up with the person, and then I hook up because I don't.
Oh,
I
don't
don't
do
want
that.
to,
I've been there. Don't do that for sure.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable because like last week I went on a date with a girl. I didn't like the girl. I didn't want nothing with the girl, but I did it because I look at her. I couldn't say no. I was like, oh, she's gonna
No,
feel
I've
bad.
definitely been there. I've definitely 100% been there. That comes with age. Like the older you get, the more confident you become with your like new body. The easier that will be to say no. It is hard. It is hard not to be a people pleaser all the time, but you have to remember, like, your body's your temple. That's your own personal space, and you shouldn't, you shouldn't let people that you are going to feel bad about later enter it if you don't want to, for sure. I definitely know. I definitely know what that's like. It's just, you just got to start practicing rejection. It's like a muscle.
Okay.
did
And
I did it.
how do you cope with like newfound attention? Because
I loved
currently,
it. I don't know what you're talking about in that front. That's awesome.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Like it's because I'm currently like 6'5", weighing. I lost a lot of weight because of some problems, but I think I'm 109 pounds right now, trying to recover the weight. But I don't know because I still feel like a fat kid. Someone says like, "Oh, you're pretty," and I go, "Nah, you're kidding. You're lying to please
Yeah,
me."
it's just
Because
body dysmorphia. That's just that's normal. That's never gonna go away. I'm sorry. I don't think
tight.
it goes away. I always, like, I look back here. Here's one way that I've been able to deal with that. Okay. When I look back at photos that I took a long time ago, I remember. One second.
Also, just for the chat, I was 6'3" at 17 years old. Now I'm 6'5" at 20 years old. People grow.
So, real quick here. Oh, Anthony, did you want to go?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it sounds like you almost learned to not respect yourself at some point when you were younger, based on the way that you're describing the way that you used to feel navigating the world.
Yes, people used to do like whale sounds when I was walking around the corridor of the school, this kind of stuff, So I just this kind of bullying.
Do you think that you still have that same mindset about yourself that you developed when you were younger and less confident? Just because it sounds like not being able to say no, it sounds like you're in some ways not fully respecting yourself. And it sounds like, people are saying it's a good problem to have too much attention, but it sounds like it almost hurts yourself when you aren't able to be honest with your true intentions, your true feelings of wanting to say no and then not being able to.
Yeah, I think you got a point there. I don't. It's because I'm still a little stuck on my high school, middle school mindset because I go, people wouldn't find me attractive no matter what I do. So why am I gonna find myself attractive?
Right. I think that people, at least myself, tend to, when we're not giving ourselves something, and in this case it would be respect, that we seek it from other people. So I think that the more you're able to give yourself respect, and when someone says something to you, saying that you're attractive, saying these positive things about you, I think that, like Hasan says, it's a muscle. You got to learn not to, and practice not rejecting it and saying, okay, to yourself, even, I think that there is this fear of being egotistical, but allow yourself to feel these feelings and be confident with respecting yourself, and don't think that it's necessarily a negative thing to respect yourself.
So I had my brother's my brother has like multiple mattresses, and they're here to pick one of them up. We were just like giving it away, and I totally forgot about it, and I freaked out for a second. But here's what I was gonna say. When you take photos, right? Like, you've taken photos of yourself,
Yes.
and do you
Yes,
feel
I
like
like
you look
photo-
like in the photos that you take?
It has that feeling like 5 minutes in, like, oh, that's a great photo, and then I post it and I go, why do I look this ugly? I should delete this,
Okay.
this kind of stuff.
But when you look back at photos that you took 3 months ago, you're like, damn, I actually looked way better back then, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a pretty constant dynamic that I always think about, because whenever I take photos now, I'm like, man, I look like in this photo. Like, this sucks. Sometimes I just still post it anyway. But always when I look back at that same photo I took 3 months later, I'm like, damn, I used to look so much better back then. And that's how I realized, like, oh no, it's completely in the moment. It's in your own head. It's really hard to cope with that because you're like looking at it and you're seeing yourself a certain way. But that is straight up, like, it's just straight up not real. The way you actually look is how you see yourself 3 months after. So you should just remember that it's in your head. And whenever you think about yourself, you have to remember that. The way you look, remember that, like, you do probably look exactly like yourself from 3 months ago.
Yeah, I think both of you hit the nail on the head. Like, but that Anthony saying that I don't respect myself a lot. That's true. I still got to work on that. And you like doing this stuff you're talking about, like, helped me at least realize some stuff.
Also, when people come up and hit on you or whatever, and you have no obligation to them whatsoever, zero obligation, right?
I think that's the worst part, because I go like, oh, I put myself in their shoes and I go, if I say no, they're probably gonna be like disappointed or something. So I'm gonna say yes to please them, even if I don't want it. And I know that's bad, but it's
But think about it. In your shoes, you wouldn't want somebody to do something with you that they didn't want to do, right?
That's true. Yes.
So think about it that way. I think you know, being honest with them is the best thing that they could possibly do, and they should understand and respect for you being honest and forward with it.
I'd also say focus on your internal monologue and the way that you hear your thoughts saying things to yourself. If it's constantly, oh, I'm this thing, I'm this, I disrespect you're kind of disrespecting yourself on this loop. So any advice I would give would be to practice quieting that voice in your head that's saying all the negative things about yourself, where you're then afterwards feeling like you disrespected yourself based on that internal monologue.
You can also always lie, okay? I'm an advocate for lying. You can always be like, hey, thank you so much, but I'm taken. Boom.
Just carry a wedding ring with you.
I'm just saying, if it gets to a point where, it's like unmanageable, remember that, like, if it goes towards us, if a person is like pestering you, then you have every right to just straight up be like, hey, I'm really uncomfortable with the situation. They should be understanding. And it's on them at that point to, like, get the message. Or, sometimes you can, like I said, if you really want to pull the parachute out real quick, that's my advice to you. You can just be like, hey, thank you so much, but unfortunately I'm taken. There's always something you can do.
Okay, that's a good one to use, because I never thought about using this.
You never thought about lying? Okay.
No, because I feel bad, Hasan. For example, if I'm out, I'm like, okay.
No, but that's like a white lie. Like, you're letting them down easy. They're like, oh man, like in another situation, maybe this could have worked out. That's what they're thinking. So you're like, basically, you have no obligation to this person.
For the record, I think that's bad advice to give to a woman.
Why?
Because I think women are expected to say something like, oh, I have a boyfriend, as the only acceptable reason for a man to not pursue her. So just want to throw that in.
Yeah, I mean, I would also disagree. I would say it's okay to say I'm really humbled, but I'm not interested in dating right now. I think that is an acceptable answer.
Yeah. Also, well, the dynamic is drastically different with women for other reasons too. Like, men don't handle rejection very well, and then they'll still be pursuing and pestering. Yeah. So for a woman, I'd be like, carry a taser and also have guy friends with you that will be the boyfriend.
It's just I think you all been in situations where we had to rescue some girlfriends of ours. Like, I got us pestering there. Yeah, I feel this. I'm gonna try to work out more of this inner monologue stuff. I'm gonna lie when you.
Great advice.
Got him.
We got another happy customer.
I'm gonna try to perceive myself as an attractive person who's worth of respect, than being stuck on my high school mindset that people are still gonna think I'm ugly and this kind of stuff. Yeah. That's the one. Thanks, guys.
You got this.
Thank you, Zaus.
Yeah, guys, thanks.
I
Shout out
hope
stream
your
discussion
cat girl
on
arc is
Discord.
going well.
Oh, it's a Tinder star. It's been some time, but it's already happened.
Okay, bye
Yes.
now. Hey Hasan, I have a question.
All right, what's up?
What are the benefits of running the top of the hour ad break?
Oh, many benefits. Many benefits. As a matter of fact, at the top of the hour when there's a 6-second ad break, Austin just dipped. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free.
That's it?
Yeah, that's right. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. You can use it on your favorite streamer here. Okay, here's the 1-minute ad break now. You can also get gifted a sub too. Here it is. If you're lucky. Okay. Let's do it. Let's move on.
Then the next person is HasanAbi Production.
No shot. HasanAbi Productions is the dark side of the HasanAbi Industrial Complex. I don't know if you're familiar with the HasanAbi Industrial Complex.
Explain it to me.
HasanAbi Industrial Complex is basically a sequence of multiple fan-made accounts of my content that some people, there's some fans edit and post on their own YouTubes. Some of them have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. HasanAbi Productions has, I think, like 67,000 or something. They are completely unaffiliated with me, but they just like, will make videos, right?
So this is the official unofficial.
This is
production
one of
company.
this is one of the many channels that are out there. We call this the dark side of the HasanAbi Industrial Complex, specifically because he is most frequently known for debating me or using my likeness with fans, and which are unacceptable.
I'm reformed now. So
with fans,
like
anyone who's ever been on my stream, any women that have ever been on my stream, including Nancy Pelosi, as you can see here. Sometimes women that aren't even on my stream. She made us on tap out, making it seem like I'm going on dates with everybody. Yeah, some of them are good. He's a good editor. I just wish he would use his powers for good. Dua Lipa left Hasan for another man.
Are you just gonna slander me the whole time?
Yeah,
or
slander.
Can I defend myself? Or what's
they
going
can
on?
see what you're.
You have a great tabloid channel. This is great.
Yeah.
Listen,
he's also a
HasanAbi
in real life.
watches her squat. That was 3 weeks ago.
The inflation is high right now. Gas prices through the roof. I gotta find a way to pay the bills.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing, by the way. I let them take. I don't maintain any like ownership over my IP, so I tell people like if you want to make money off of like my videos is beneficial, mutually beneficial relationship regardless.
So you're creating jobs.
Basically, yeah. And there are hundreds of accounts like this, and some of them literally have YouTube check marks.
Who gives these check marks when they're not official?
No, YouTube does. I fought for them before with my account manager. Like they used to get taken down by like dickheads who would like false copy strike them. So I literally have like I've fought for them before. Here's a clip to best describe it.
Okay.
Ooh, a fresh pie. Save me a slice. That's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's all right. That's good.
These are all real, by the way.
Guys,
All right.
my God.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's enough slices.
Is there any way to know how many of these unofficial channels, like how many views these unofficial channels get in total? Is it more than you would ever get on your own?
I mean, it's more than I would get for sure, of course. Definitely. I don't know. The way I see it is I do 8 to 10 hours of content every day.
Yeah.
It would be impossible for me to edit all of that.
Sure.
What's going to happen when you actually make a YouTube channel? That's really interesting because I do already have a YouTube channel.
Fan.
So yeah.
They don't even know.
And now they're taking over TikTok too. There's
It's
like
impossible to know
you
if
know
you have a
who we
real
sh-
channel or not. I tried looking. I couldn't find if you had a real one.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I tell them like at least point to this is on TikTok. There's HasanAbi Daily. There's like multiple HasanAbi channels on TikTok as well that also pop off.
But who's the real Hasan?
The real one is just HasanAbi on YouTube. This is it.
There you go.
Nice.
YouTube.com/c/HasanAbi.
You got almost 1 million subs.
Yeah.
You got this.
That's the OG one. That's the real. That's the only real channel that I have.
You don't have a clips channel?
No.
You want one?
Maybe. Okay, so what's up? Let's talk. HasanAbi Productions reform
Oh god,
supposedly.
damn. That was a long intro and slander session, but
Uh-huh.
I do
Get
have
into it. Ask Prime.
yeah, I do have I have a legit question. Basically, I don't have an issue with getting dates necessarily, and I'm only saying that because I'm very particular when I ask out people, and I only ask them out when I really like them. But the problem is, once I do get in a relationship with them, I just like lose interest for a multitude of reasons, and then we just end up being hookup partners, which is cool. But then at the same time, I want something more. But there's always something that stops. Like I always stop myself from trying to get serious with them, and then they always bring up the question, so what are we? And I'm like, and then we break up. But these are like good people. They're like super nice. They're like smart, attractive, everything. And then I don't know,
And
after
then they
a
find
while,
your
I just
YouTube
kind of
channel. Then they find your YouTube channel. They're like, "Oh, dude, we can't do this." Okay.
I mean, funny you say that because the girl I'm seeing right now, I edited one of the videos while I was with her, so
Oh God.
she knows about it.
That's a keeper then.
I don't think. Well, yeah, but even then, it's still a problem of like, I just don't really see myself being long term with them.
Is it a fear of commitment, or is it because you like genuinely feel like you haven't found the right person? Because like I think
That's what
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it like all these people are just somehow the wrong person for me, or is it like I have some genuine commitment issues? That's like what I'm
You
trying to
probably
figure out.
do. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because it's statistically at a certain point you got to realize, like, goddamn, every single person that you've been with for an extended period of time is just like not the right person. Maybe you might not want to be in a long-term committed relationship. Is that something that you want? You have to ask yourself that.
Yeah, I do. It's just there's always some reason why I just say like I don't want to be with them after a while.
Have you identified the feeling that you get when you think about being in a committed relationship with this person? Like what feeling comes up that makes you say, no thanks?
It's different from person to person. I really don't know. Like sometimes it's like I prefer a friend, someone who I like is like a best friend, but then I just also happen to be in a relationship with them as well.
Are there things that come with a dedicated relationship that are unappealing to you?
No. It's just like time, I guess. You have to because I do work. I have one side hustle, as you know, in the clip, but I'm also
a teacher.
I work in
Right.
Yeah.
His side hustle is being a teacher. His real passion is making Coomer clips.
Well, I am like Frogan. I'm a public health expert. I also am a published author. I'm also I teach on the side, but not like a teacher. I'm a teaching assistant.
Do you think that you
So
love
I
your
am
work
busy.
more than you could love a person in terms of the time that you want to give this person?
I feel like with the right person, you kind of what I would expect is if I found the right person, I would be willing to like move that to the side or cut down on my work and then make time for that person. Like I don't want to be the person that says like, oh, I'm a workaholic and I don't want to be in a relationship with anyone.
Because I do feel like there are, you might be able to find a workaholic mate that also has a similar mindset and lifestyle, and you guys can mesh together with the time that you have off. You know what I mean?
Well, but wait, have you pictured who you think your perfect person could be? Like what they would look like, what qualities they would have?
I mean, yeah, I dated them.
Oh.
And then I still like for some reason, like there's one woman in particular, like I really wanted to, I was like, because I'm super self-conscious, I don't really feel like when I'm asking someone out, like they're on my level sometimes.
By the way.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like I've seen him.
Okay.
Go on. Go on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so when I finally get the courage to ask them out, and it feels like I'm like, damn, I'm working with them, and they're actually super cool and everything. But I don't know, it's just some weird feeling like taking that next step where I'm like being committed with them, and I'm saying to myself, I would be in a long-term relationship with them, eventually marry them. I never had that feeling.
Yeah, you said that. You said there's a weird feeling. Have you identified what that weird feeling is?
I make like excuses. So sometimes if I'm with somebody, I'm just like, oh, they're just not interested in the same things as me, or they're clumsy and it annoys me. Some like stupid stuff.
Right.
Okay, I have a question for you, and this is gonna be a prodding one. How quickly do you find yourself hooking up with these people when you go on dates with them?
I never like push to
No,
like
that's
hook
not my
up with
question.
them.
How quickly do you hook up with them?
Probably latest like second date, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
there's
third
your
date, yeah.
problem. Okay,
But they're putting it on me.
No, I know.
I'm
I
not like.
understand that. No, I get it. Trust me. I've been in your shoes. Okay. What you're supposed to do in the situation, it sounds weird. It sounds counterproductive. What you're supposed to do, at least just try this out for a couple times. Don't them. Okay. Don't even hook up with them. Don't, maybe a kiss max. Hold yourself back. Try to see if you can get to know them more as a person before engaging with them sexually. Okay? That is one way that you can get to know a person a little bit better and develop something that is more than just like pure primal I find them sexually attractive. I can't believe I'm giving this advice, but it is absolutely one way that you can develop a more impactful relationship with someone that does not immediately revolve around sex. This way, even if they want to, you should be like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to have sex with you immediately. If you don't want to see them any further, if you don't them, right, that means you were never going to be in a committed relationship with them to begin with. But if you actually are truly interested, you should be able to commit more. You should be able to, spend some time. And by that, I mean, I don't mean like, don't them for like 3 months. I just mean, take some time, get to know them better, and then have sex with them. There's nothing wrong with having sex on the first date. There's nothing wrong with any of that. I've done it many, many times over. But one thing you can do is absolutely get to know a person better, because clearly it hasn't been working out. The other thing hasn't been working out.
I know. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say, like, I don't know. I feel like they'd be offended because if they're the one who's coming on to me about like hooking up,
No, just
and then I
communicate
say
with
no,
them.
they would like.
No, you can communicate with them and be like, listen, I like you. I want to get to know you better before we have sex. Dude, trust me. I've been in your shoes. You can set boundaries. It is totally valid.
I think
And
there's
if they
also
don't,
plenty of girls that don't want to rush things. Like
Yeah.
they exist. So I don't think
Certainly.
they're all going to be begging for it on the second date necessarily.
Also, for me
Sure.
personally, I would say that often, often the relationships that I've had in the past, where it's almost you find somebody that you really like, and it may sound weird, but I actually don't want to sleep with them right away. And those are the ones that I feel like you should look out for. See, find the ones that you could almost be a little patient with them. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, maybe I actually enjoy the wait up to this and getting to know them a little bit more. You know what I mean?
So what I'm getting is like, do you think like the sexual aspect of a relationship is like clouding my judgment on whether it can be like something that's long lasting?
you can absolutely have sex with someone and then develop a relationship with them afterwards. Okay. But if it doesn't happen, if it hasn't happened thus far, I'm just simply saying that there is another way. There's another thing that you can try out. Okay. It's not the only reason, but this is one this is certainly one thing that I would prescribe to you. Especially because, you know, you're trying a new approach that you haven't done before. They should absolutely respect your boundaries. I mean, you can still, if you want, you can still hook up with other people that you have, you know, relationships with on top of that. You know what I mean? As long as you're communicating to them, obviously, and being honest. But that is what I would say.
I guess this is for like Anthony. Like, how do you know if you find like, what kind of feeling is it when you know that that's the right person? I'm only asking Anthony because he's the only one in the relationship.
Hey, Mykie. How do you know? I think.
Be careful. You don't want an Anthony Padilla Productions channel podcast.
It's gonna happen. I think it's just a matter of. Well, each and every relationship, I feel like I have learned something from, and then I go into the next one with a completely different perspective. And before getting into this relationship with Mykie here, it was really the transparency and communication and how strong those aspects were. It was also taking things slow initially and finding out what it is about her that really, like, what about our relationship together that was really working before jumping in and making it official. And yeah, I think it's about really taking your time and setting those boundaries. And, you know, relationships are going to require communication. And I think it's okay to communicate these things with this person. Say, you know, hey, I have, you know, this thing with me where I end up cutting off relationships pretty early, even when I'm really attracted to a person. So, you know, work with me here. I want this to work out. So let's take things slow, or like, let's try a new approach that I haven't tried before. And this person might even have some input that they're willing to give. And then that's, you know, that kind of relationship that you're building there with that transparent communication, I think is a great foundation for a long-term relationship.
I know you didn't ask me, but can I add something to that? I think it's interesting that you said that because, and I see some people in the chat saying something similar. I knew that Anthony was the right person for me because I told him a story about something that I thought made me undateable, completely undateable. Mm-hmm. And I only told him the story because I didn't think he'd ever be interested in me anyway. So I was like, we're pals. I can tell you this. And he told me that he liked me later that night. And I thought, but I told you my worst thing. Mm-hmm. So it was knowing that I could be super myself, super vulnerable. I could show him like all the ugly sides, and he still chose me. I think that if you would communicate with someone really honestly and upfront about what it is that you're working through, that you're struggling with, and they still have that patience with you, that understanding, they meet you with that vulnerability, that's the one.
Facts.
Yeah,
is there like
tell everyone you're on a date with your deep dark secret, your HasanAbi Productions clip channel.
Oh no.
It might scare some people away.
I mean, the girl. I already said the girl I'm like seeing right now. She knows, so but she's not. She doesn't watch you, so it doesn't mean much.
Oh, then you know what, dude? If she doesn't watch me, then that's a bad pick anyway. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that.
Just send her this part of the episode, and if she's still down, then she's the one.
No, I'm kidding. But like, okay, let's talk about that really quickly. So you're seeing someone right now. It's not a committed, exclusive relationship, from what I understand, or is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, so you guys are casually hooking up, and do you hang out with her? Do you hang out with her in a non-sexual situation ever?
Like the plan sometimes would be like in a non-sexual situation, and then it still ends up being in some capacity.
Okay, that's fine, but like you'll. Like, it's not just that she doesn't come over and you guys are watching Netflix and then you guys hook up. Like, it's not, you do make plans that don't revolve around, like, you guys having sex in the end, right?
Like, recently it has pretty much turned into that. Initially, not really. But she's, honestly, like, she's the one who kind of pushes for it. Like, she says, like, how about we go to your place? Stuff like that. So what am I supposed to say? Like...
I mean, do you? You could say no. I mean, that is something you could say just to try it out. You know what I mean? Like to see how it goes when you don't have any when you don't have sex. You know what I mean? Like what I'm trying to find out here is that like, do you have any interest in this person beyond sexual gratification? Mutually beneficial, of course.
I do, but I don't at the same time. Like there are really good qualities, but then I just don't see myself being, yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
After you have sex, would you mind if she just left? Seriously, like, would you do you want to spend time with her?
Yeah.
This is a serious question.
Great. That's a great question, actually. I was going to ask that as well.
What do you mean by spend time? Like, yeah, I spend time. I don't like the idea of just like them leaving after.
No. Not out of kindness. If she was like, oh man, I really got to go. Like if she was busy, right? So you guys hook up and she's really busy the next morning. So she's like, oh, I got to go. Does that make you even feel a little like sad? Do you want to cuddle with her after you hook up with her, or do you want to like watch stuff with her after you have sex with her, or is it more like, okay, good, like now I can have some time to myself?
No, I like cuddles. I love cuddles.
Real other question: is she maybe potentially could be watching this? Or are you going to upload this content to your YouTube channel? Are you afraid?
No.
Okay.
No, I won't.
It's just making sure that your answers aren't,
Yeah. I'm not uploading it. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm just curious. We don't. Okay, just making sure we're getting the truth. Do you want to cuddle with her afterwards? Like you?
Yes.
Do you
So
guys
you would feel
anything
sad
other
if she left after you guys hooked up? Like you would feel a little bad about it. You'd be understanding,
What do you mean?
obviously, but you would prefer her to stay after you guys have sex.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer her to stay, but I guess I wouldn't have that utter sadness once they're gone.
Yeah, okay. You guys are in a, you're just hooking up. You just don't see her as, I don't know. You just don't see her as like you're in a friends with benefits style situation. One thing that you can do, like I said, is definitely, like I said, you should just not have sex with someone and just hang out with them, go on dates, get to know them better before hooking up with them, and see how that changes your experience.
And it's also kind of fun too. It's really fun too to like, it kind of, I don't know, the tension is really fun. I think, in those sorts of relationships when you're just like hanging out and like, it starts to it's like a slow build instead of like just having sex right away.
I gotta like balance, I guess, those things. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because now I'm talking about someone that I'm with. I don't really know what to do in that situation because, I think she wants a relationship, but then she also understands our situation right now, and I don't really know what to do with that.
I don't think that's healthy. I think like being pushed into a relationship with someone that you are not like interested in being in a committed relationship with is only going to hurt them down the line.
Agreed.
Especially because like it's not gonna be healthy.
There's got to be something greater under all of this. If you're saying that you're finding the person on paper that fits everything that you want, and at some point you still lose interest, there's something internal happening there that I think you really want to basically like interview yourself, spend time with yourself, and ask yourself questions like, what is it that comes up when I start to feel like I want to leave because I don't want this commitment? What is it that feels like I'm like, is there a need that's not being met that you don't realize that you have? There's something else under there that I think is like the core of what's happening here.
Yeah, and an interesting tactic too is identifying the feeling that you feel when you start to feel a little resistance. And this is actually something Mykie told me, but when was the first time that you felt that feeling? If you can really go back and try to trace your steps back through your life, like when was the first time you felt this kind of weird feeling? Because that might give you some clarity about why you're feeling those feelings now.
You want me to answer that, or is that just
No,
something?
That's homework. Yeah.
Uh,
Unless you wanna.
Unless you want to get into it.
Guys, stop saying. One thing I do get annoyed by is this chat is so woke that they like relapse into being not woke. Where everyone in the chat's like, he's classic aromantic. It's like he already described that he was in a relationship. Okay, he already described that he was in a loving and committed relationship before. It's something that you probably should look into, by the way, or what are the qualities in that relationship that you were in, and what are some of those qualities that you liked. Obviously, don't compare every girl to this one girl that you were with. That's not healthy. But try to figure out what you personally appreciated in that relationship. What made you want to be in a committed relationship with this person.
Wait a second. Is there a chance that you're not like over that relationship, that you haven't processed that, and that you're not allowing yourself to commit to somebody else because of that?
why are you nodding your head?
Don't watch the stream.
Oh man, is that cheating? I have been in I'm pretty sure I've gotten over it. Yeah, I've been in a couple relationships where I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say 100%, but yeah.
If you don't want to say 100%, then it's not 100%. You're betraying the point that you're trying to make.
No, but the way I interpret it, like getting over it, is like kind of completely ignoring them, but you still keep in contact sometimes, and still respect them as a person, but not in a relationship capacity.
No, that's not.
Like I don't.
What?
What
No,
you think you're supposed to cut someone off completely?
Well, depending on how the relationship ended, but sometimes you should do that for sure. I have done that in the past.
There is a middle ground here. You could just be honest.
The plot has thickened.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. If this girl said, "Let's get back in a relationship," would you want to do it?
I mean, the reason why we broke up is the same problem I have now. So, probably not, I guess. I don't want to like reopen that.
I'm confused. Okay. That's confusing. I don't know if so you weren't in an actual relationship with this person?
No, I was. I'm talking about somebody else.
Oh, this is a different person.
Yeah.
So this isn't the person we were just talking about that knows you have a production channel through Hasan?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the person that you broke up with. If she said, "Let's get back into a relationship," would you want to do that?
No, probably not.
Okay. You would not, probably not, or definitely not?
Definitely not.
What were the reasons why it didn't work out? Because you wanted to hook up with other people?
No. Just, I don't know. It's like the same issue I just can't get over. I couldn't see being with them long term. So then even though I really liked them,
Why could you not see yourself being long term with them?
It's just, I don't know, so many different reasons. I just kind of block myself.
What? You have to give us some of the reasons, man. I'm trying to understand what the reasons are.
Have you identified those reasons?
Not really. It was just kind of a mutual thing. We just, yeah, it's like hard. It was a couple of years back, so it's kind of hard to go back into that. But
we do need to wrap up this one soon because there are a lot of other people.
It was a couple years back. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like you're over it a little bit. If it's a couple years back, it doesn't seem like a permanent severance had occurred there. So what I would say is, this is very simple. He's got options. No, shut up, chat. Jesus Christ. Like, chat is just self-reporting in here. Like, oh, he has options. That's why I won't do it. Okay, dude. Listen. If you're still thinking about this ex years, multiple years down the line, there is some, underlying unexamined feelings there that you should probably identify. You need to do a little bit of self-reflection. Maybe the fact that you're like constantly dumping more workload onto your life is part of it, is because like you're trying to escape from doing something like that. I get that better than anybody else. Trust me. I understand where you're coming from with that. But yeah, definitely just evaluate why it didn't work out, what the underlying reasons were, and what the reasons why you liked her more than other people was, right? And try to figure out what you are looking for in a relationship, and also don't f people immediately if you want. If you want to just like switch that up a little bit.
Yeah. And the last thing I would say is when you feel an emotion come up, make sure that you identify it, sit with it, think about that emotion rather than doing work instead or distracting yourself or escaping in some way.
Okay. By the way, I only brought like them up because you asked, so it's not like it's something in the back of my head, I would say, but I appreciate the help.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, HasanAbi Productions.
Thank you.
You know he was tweeting during this, by the way.
It's not surprising. That's the least surprising thing I've.
I was pulling in Austin. I
don't tweet during this stuff.
Yes, during other streams.
Oh, I don't. I type on Hoscord. I don't tweet.
All right.
Hello?
Bye, HasanAbi Productions.
All right.
Okay. The next person's name is Jaren, he, him. Hi, Jaren. You're
Hi,
on
Jaren.
air.
Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, good. Welcome to How Can We Help You Today?
My editors are fighting one another. Sorry, Jaron. 1 second. I just got to show you this tweet real quick. This is what he was responding to. Austinox is being a bully, as HasanAbi Productions is like opening up his heart here. And
Austinox is based.
Austinox is making a joke saying, "Bro, he just nut in me," and started editing a video titled "Nancy's Rack Leaves Hasan Speechless." Funny. It is good.
Multitasker.
If she sticks around for that, she's a keeper. All right. What's up, Jaron?
All right, so I've got kind of a weird situation. There's this woman who started working at where I work recently, and we've been talking a decent amount, and like I feel like we're clicking really well, and like we share similar interests in movies and like various hobbies. But there's a pretty big age gap. I'm 38, she's 24. And to add on top of that, I'm also her manager.
Dude, no.
So, like...
Stop. No. You just said 3, like, you just completed the trifecta, my man.
Yeah, I thought that was probably the case.
No, cease and desist. Do not do this. You will go to jail.
Keep it professional.
Okay? Your life will be ruined. Don't do it. There's no way. Please do not do this. Okay. Age gap aside, right? Like, I mean, she's 24. That's whatever. She's like 1 year out from like being.
She can't rent a car yet.
Well, what I always say is like problematic age gaps is like something that the internet loves talking about endlessly, especially young people who have never been in relationships. They love talking about problematic age gaps, but like once a woman is 25 years old, it's like it doesn't like there is no like women are autonomous. Okay, they're fully developed human beings, right? Like I feel like it's dehumanizing to like constantly treat women like they're helpless. However, you have a managerial position over her, which is instantly, absolutely no. You have coercive power over this person. You should not where you eat anyway. I always say never date your coworkers. Do not date your coworkers. It is a horrible idea. Do not do it, okay? Do not do it. But then you also have the power dynamic, not from the age gap, but also like literally given your managerial position. Get out. Get out right now before you make major mistakes.
Wait, hold on. Do you like her enough that you would leave your job to date her? I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, like, how much do you really think you like her? Then
I
no,
don't
yeah, don't
think
don't
it's
do
that far enough along.
Okay, then yeah,
to
don't do it.
No. Definitely no. Like, look here. You want to know? But what if this is the girl is the hottest he's had? Like, that's the kind of questions you're getting right now. Okay, no shot. There are plenty of girls out there, plenty of women out there. You're 38 years old. Date someone outside of the workplace. Do not date someone that you are managing. That is insane. That is a horrible idea. You know who did that? Bill O'Reilly. Guess where he is now? Not on Fox News. I'll tell you that much. Okay, not on someone as powerful an institution as Bill O'Reilly was kicked off. Okay, for a lot of the horrifying shit that he said, but he actually did in the workplace. Don't do it.
Yeah, the power dynamic was the main thing that was keeping me from saying anything.
Yes,
so,
no shot.
Yeah,
That's
it's good to hear
terrible.
that echoed back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a good idea. Definitely not. Okay.
Cool.
Is
All
that
right, I will not do it then.
okay? That's great.
Done and done.
Yeah, if you have the power to fire someone and like cut them off their health care,
Yeah.
and their livelihood, you should not them.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, Melena says, "I love Mykie. I love Mykie. I love Mykie. I'm a huge fan."
Oh my god, hi, thank you.
Hi, Melena. Okay, crisis averted. Well, that was
Damn,
quick. That was a
you
quick
just saved
solution.
someone's job
Yeah, and life.
and life.
Oh,
Thanks, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Lots of people out there to date.
What is so bad about dating people at your work? It's basically the only place I meet other people. Okay, dating people at your workplace is already an incredibly complicated scenario. But your manager also, no shot,
right.
no shot, no
Manager,
way.
totally, but coworker.
Coworker
Like,
could go this way.
Coworker
that,
could it will still lead to long-term complications no matter what happens.
No, if both people are immature or one party is immature, yes.
But people are always, you know.
I don't agree with that.
I like to be risk averse.
Sure.
True. If you want to be entirely risk averse, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who's our next victim?
Next person.
I gotta pee while this person
Go
is
for
here.
I was gonna ask where the bathroom is.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a tiny
you guys
bladder.
can compete.
Okay. Well, there's two.
No, one at a time.
yeah.
Use it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, go on. It's just me and Austin.
Hey, Anthony.
Let's
how
go.
you
See
doing?
you guys. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just being a Chad.
Yeah, got invited here, and I was like, I am officially a Chad. I didn't think it would happen.
Yeah.
I am a himbo and a Chad today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait, am I a himbo too? Are you a himbo?
I don't
feel
know.
like you're-
I heard that you can't self-proclaim himboism, so I think we'll
Yeah.
just leave it up to chat. Is
I-
Austin a himbo?
well,
You want
I
to do a
may-
poll? We can do a poll.
Yeah, let's do a quick poll. Let's find out if Austin is in fact a
All right.
himbo, or if he's just
mean,
a
Let's
Chad.
do it.
I don't know. Himbo is like kind of a compliment, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's weird because I've never been insecure about my personality. It's always been my looks. You know what I mean? Like at points in my life, it's been my looks. It's never been, And so like when people are like, "Oh, you're a what's that thing? You're a f- boy." If somebody
Yeah.
called me a f- boy, I'd be like, "Man, that's the nicest thing anybody."
Because you think it's about your looks, not about your personality.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, yeah, boy, in my opinion, is somebody that's really attractive, but that's all they are is just looks.
Really?
That's it, and they're no personality. So I'm complimented by that because I'm confident in my personality.
I think is someone who is just trying to, and that's about it. I don't know if it has anything to do with their looks, but maybe I'm wrong.
I've always thought of it as is like people that call people boys. It's like you go after them because it's like, God, well, they're good looking, but them, they're just, that's all they are. They're just looks.
It means you're for the streets.
Yeah.
Do we have any results on this poll yet? We're trying to find out if Austin
Yep.
is a himbo.
Yeah.
78% said he's a himbo.
Which is cool, right?
78% of people think Austin is a himbo.
Austin is
That has a positive connotation to it. I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
it does. You guys want something to drink, by the way?
I'm okay.
I'm good for now. Yeah, I'll drink my
Yeah,
spit.
would you guys like want to? Hasan has water and protein powder.
True, but I also have like every
milk.
diet beverage and energy drink known to man.
Didn't you say when you went over to my studio? Didn't you say, "Oh, I drink this, but the 0-calorie version"?
Oh, clean, yeah.
Do you have
But
one of those?
I have, but I also the non-zero calorie version as well.
Oh,
You want
should I
that?
go raid or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. See you soon. I'm gonna explore his house.
Okay, go.
Hasan also has gum.
Ooh, well, right here. Yeah, we got it right here.
Yeah, we have hella gum,
See you soon.
nicotine gum, all sorts of gum.
Yeah.
Wait, chat. Which way do you put the toilet paper roll so that it's under or over?
Oh no, is the toilet paper under?
Over.
Oh, that's devastating. I'm so sorry. That's up.
Mikey, I do over. Do you do
Thank
over?
you. It's
Listen,
over.
my mom is usually here. My brother is sometimes the one who like changes it. I would never make that mistake.
But someone in your house did.
Yes, no, I understand. This is an egregious error that I will correct.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
concerned.
There will
Murad is
be
no longer
punishments.
allowed to be in the house. Oh, you just wanted the Diet Coke.
That's me.
Oh.
I left expecting to get an energy drink, but I got a Mountain Dew Zero.
Oh, that shit's fire, dude.
Mountain Dew Zero.
Fire.
All right, let's
Wait,
go.
I can't rob you of the ASMR.
Do people like that?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I love that sound.
All right, we got Meat Prison on his or their. What's your
Pronouns are she, her.
Oh, Meat Prison on her sobriety arc.
Okay.
I think she's actually on camera.
Wait, really?
Nice.
You can turn your camera off. No cam.
Do you want to? You can be on if you want.
I'll keep it off.
Good choice.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
You say you keep it on or you turn it off?
Keep it off.
Okay.
You're welcome to do either.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it on. I'll turn it on.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Hello.
Finally, someone to look at that's not Austin. Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Hey, he's a himbo. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a himbo. I'm okay with that because I'm a himbo. Now I've been validated, so I'm good.
All right, what's up, Meat Prison?
Let me start at the beginning. I've been working for 4 years at this art gallery for this really wealthy, influential New York's arts figurehead. He's 79 years old. I'm 28. And we've had kind of an antagonistic relationship for a while, but it's evolved into like a deep, trusting friendship. And he's asked me, well, what he asked me was how much I made for a bonus last year. And I told him what it was. And he said, I'll give you double that if you will talk to me the way that you have during our arguments outside of work hours.
Oh.
Wait.
I was not expecting that.
Whoa, what?
What?
Dude, I'm
sorry.
confused.
I'm sorry.
Wait. This person is 78-year-old art collector, very rich, is your boss, says they're going to double your bonus if you talk to them in a way that you would talk to them outside of their work hours? Like, what do you mean?
Sorry, so he wants me to berate him like outside of work hours, and he's going to double my bonus to do that.
Oh, get the money. What do you mean? What? Yo,
Well,
grab the
yeah,
bag, Meat Prison. What the fuck?
Are you okay with this? Is this what you want?
Initially, no, but I've been talking it over with some people, and they were like, "Oh, that's called FinDom." Like
Yeah.
he's asking you to set up like a FinDom situation with him, but I don't know. I don't know what that like consists of, and I'm like really nervous to do that. But also, I don't know what the like repercussions of doing this for me professionally would be.
I feel like you've hit the you my friend have found the golden goose, the golden ticket. You know what I mean? Like, what? This is awesome. We talked about FinDoms earlier this week. I don't know if you were there for that when Charlie was covering it, and a lot of people don't think that that's a real thing, but it is. And from all of my sex worker friends that I've talked to about this particular matter, they always almost universally agree that FinDoms are often like the best clients that they have. It's not like it is basically the best kind of sex work you can do in comparison to all the different versions of sex work that you could be doing. Now the problem is, like, you guys already work together. How much do you love your job? You know what I mean? And what that might do to the dynamic in your actual regular workplace, because like the moment that it like seeps into your regular place of work, then you need to set boundaries ahead of time and make sure that they're never violated. And if you do feel like he would violate said boundaries, which FinDoms usually, from what I understand, are very courteous and like don't do that because they literally get off on like being dominated financially and being berated. I would say that if you are trusting of that, then it's something that I wouldn't urge you not to explore. People are saying it's her boss, bad idea. Yeah, FinDoming is literally the same though. It's like she's being contracted to do something.
And it's not like I haven't done a lot of stuff that's like outside of my job description, so I feel like this would just be like just another new thing that I would have to do in my job. I don't know.
What? Okay. Is it the same sort of thing that you do on the clock, or does he want like different content?
I mean, I'm a web developer, and I'm really easygoing and like easy to get along with, but this guy is like he's very hateable, so like, we have gotten into like shouting matches like at work, but I don't really speak to him like face to face in my daily job, but I do say hi to him sometimes. But I haven't spoken to him since he's brought up like the possibility of doing this. This would be pretty out of the ordinary for my job.
But you love your job and you want to keep it, right?
Correct, yeah.
Hasan, what's the difference between this situation and the last situation?
There is no emotional and real sexual contact involved.
But he could take away her benefits, her job, if something goes wrong in that other relationship, right?
No, I agree, which is why I'm trying to understand. That's why I was asking, like, how much do you like your job? And plus, we're not talking to the guy who is asking one of their workers to do a FinDom thing. We're asking the actual person that is,
right.
Like, there's a difference. If a manager asks me, like, can I my coworker? I'm like, no. Or can I someone that I'm like I have power over? No, of course. But if we're talking from the worker's perspective in this situation, there are obviously a bunch of there's a bunch of things that you need to think about. There's a bunch of things that you need to consider, like how much do you like your job. Obviously make a contract. That's one thing. I would urge you to talk to, if you have the capacity to talk to some sex workers as well that do this sort of thing. Unfortunately, we don't have any here today, which is surprising. I normally would have like at least one person who does this, but yeah, definitely make sure that you are protected. And I definitely think you should talk to a sex worker who has done this before, better understand what like the demands are going to be and to better understand what the boundaries you can set. But ultimately, if he wants you to like, if he wants to be your pay pig, like that's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I could probably find someone to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you?
I think I'm gonna explore this. Yeah.
You absolutely should. If you're interested, go for it.
Someone said people talk. This is actually interesting. People talk. If you want to stay in the art world and be professional, do not go down this road. People do talk, but also in this circumstance, him talking about it would make him look worse than her talking about it.
I think
I feel like it's different for women. You know, like the stigma I think could fall on you, unfortunately, even if it shouldn't fall on you. So that's something to also consider.
Fair. That's actually really good. I have a blind spot. I'm a misogynist. I also did think like because he's 78, like he's probably gonna die. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, get the bag, dude. Straight up, get the bag.
I just received a text from a sex worker who says she should go for it, but definitely talk to a sex worker. Very smart.
Yeah.
And get a contract so that, God forbid, something goes wrong down the line. It's like very clear what the relationship always was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and maybe I could even keep the arrangement and like leave that job, depending on how much he wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
potentially.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Which I take from him, I guess.
Yeah. Exactly.
Real question: are sex contract or not sex contracts, but like this sort of contract? Is it binding in court?
Wouldn't any contract be?
Not. I don't know if every contract.
Technically,
is.
it's not. I don't know if it's legal. You know what I mean? It's not like a legal service, right? You know, you can make assurances and get make sure that you have your own like fail safe if things go bad. You know what I mean?
Have you talked to anyone else who's done this type of thing and felt it out?
Not really. Like I have a friend who's a dominatrix, but it would be kind of like a different situation. But I could bring this up with her.
No, definitely bring this up with her. It is not that different at all. This is BDSM. What you are describing, this relationship, this potential set of circumstances is completely within the realm of BDSM. That's what this is.
Okay.
This is a person who wants to be your pay pig or who wants to be financially dominated and maybe even berated by you. That is BDSM.
Is it
100%
verbal BDSM?
Yeah, BDSM doesn't have to have sex. A lot of BDSM does not have any sex whatsoever. Chatters who are saying BDSM but without the sex. No, there's no. Asa Akira famously wrote a book about her experiences as not only a porn star but doing BDSM before becoming a porn star, and there was no sex involved. These were people who were being berated. Sometimes it's a lot more complicated than that. You know, you got like traps and you know, all these like machines that you can use as well. But this is the most basic version of it. So it's wonderful. Like, it's great.
The dominatrix that you know is the perfect person to talk to.
Yes.
I'm being told. Yeah.
Okay. Do that. Gonna look into this.
Trap is a slur?
Exciting.
No, you brain broken idiots on the internet. Like a trap, like a whimsical machinery that not like the slur, okay? Jesus Christ. Being so brain broken by the internet is like so painful, dude. Like, literally. Oh my God, dude. Sometimes I hate my community. This is one of those moments. Like, literally, like,
Oh my God.
like a machine that you fall into. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a trap.
Oh my God.
It's not FinDom, dude. It's a one-time bonus. I think she knows better than you do, Chatter, who was saying that. Is it a one-time bonus or is it like something that is consistent?
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes.
I mean, he was gonna start. I would get my regular bonus, and then he would pay me double that in addition, like just for this service. I think it would be a one-time thing.
The
You
thing
should
I don't
negotiate.
like, the thing I don't
Yeah.
like is that like your current compensation should not be anywhere near this conversation. If this person has power over you in the workplace and they're using your current bonus as even as a metric, that should not be the conversation at all. Like, this is completely removed from your salary. This is completely outside of your own your own employment. Okay, this is like a separate contract. You shouldn't even like use your salary or your bonus as a means to negotiate in this circumstance. That is definitely something I do not appreciate about the way that this conversation has started.
Okay.
Especially because like he does have power over you, right? Like, I mean, he's your boss.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a really big physical difference between us, though, too. So I'm like 5'10", and he's like 5'3". and maybe 110 pounds.
Oh, I wasn't
So-
worried about it physically. I mean, he's 78 years old.
That too. But yeah, I guess I don't know, because we've gotten really like chummy. I guess we've gotten maybe a little too familiar, and that's when he like decided to bring this up. I don't know.
Wild that the old man from Up is your boss at the art gallery. Even wilder that he's into being your pay pig. Like I said, don't do it unless you're comfortable with it, obviously, but you also need to make sure that you have completely figured out, like, you're ready to even maybe lose your job at a certain point, if that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be completely comfortable with this. And if you feel like you could go somewhere else to work, or if you feel like this is, you know, something that is reasonable, if it's a good amount of money and you think like it's adequate, like, you know, you obviously ultimately you're gonna make this decision on your own. But talk to someone who engages in BDSM, like, for sure, a dominatrix, and then figure it out from that point on. But make sure, like, no ties to the job itself.
Okay.
What are your biggest concerns? Because it sounds like you have a couple of hesitations.
I don't like, I have done this, I have done like dom adjacent stuff before, only because I've been asked, but it's not something that I really enjoy doing, but I get asked to a lot because I'm like very tall and like confident. I have attracted like subby guys, but I guess it's different because I would be getting paid for it.
Oh, you've only done it in like relationship type situations, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Huh. Do you enjoy it?
No.
You don't enjoy it. You don't enjoy being dominant.
No.
Okay. But you see yourself doing it, like, you know, for money. You can do it for money. Like, that's something that you would be fine with money.
I think I could. 'Cause, like, I've already done it. Like, I've done it like having not enjoyed it. So I feel like I definitely could do it for money. But
It's ultimately your decision to make, nobody else's. You know, I think if you whether you enjoy it or not, if you feel comfortable doing it for money, I think that you certainly should pursue it, but definitely get good counsel.
A chatter brought up a really good point, and I have to read it. It sounds like he was getting it for free, and now he wants it back. No matter what you do, never be mean to him again for free. I agree. It does seem like you guys had an antagonistic relationship, which he was like, you know, getting kinks out of. And if he's easy to be mean towards, then why not make some extra cash on the side? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think that's a good point because the first time that we had like a verbal altercation, I thought that it was really weird that he didn't fire me. And because we were like, I was screaming in his face because he just pushed it like to a level that like triggered me. But yeah, now I know why he didn't fire me the first time.
Do you think he's a dick on purpose?
Happened.
Oh, yeah, that could be the case. What if he's a dick on
Like-
purpose to people?
To get people to yell at him?
Ratting.
Yeah.
That's possible.
What a weird set of circumstances.
Yeah, have you tried negotiating your rate?
Not yet. I just told him that I was going to think about it.
You literally unlocked a kink in him when you yelled at him. He was like, what the f***? This is, why am I bricked up right now? Holy.
Maybe. I don't know. Like he would always bring up he would always look for an opportunity to bring up BDSM like in work conversations. So we all had kind of
Yeah, this guy is, I mean, he's a pervert. This is what he likes. This is his thing. Okay? You might as well get the bag for it.
How do you bring up BDSM in a professional environment? Like, how do you find the segue?
Love finds a way.
Well, he only does it over Slack. So he's never spoken to me about this stuff in person.
So you already have this documented too. I mean, it's GG's. You have more leverage than he does. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I have like a whole folder of screenshots in case stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you
goes
have
south.
leverage. You already know the importance of leverage in a situation like this. I think you're pretty well situated in this circumstance. If if they were to, misbehave or behave out of pocket.
Austin's question, how do you bring up BDSM in a work context? I remember so clearly the first time that this happened because it was like November 2020. So it was like the peak of COVID. And I slacked him and I was like, hey, I want to invite a curator to curate an art show about domestic violence because that was like a really hot issue at the time. And I was like, I'm really
so weird. Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
And I was sorry, I lost my
You said
train of thought.
he said he wanted to bring in a curator to curate something about domestic violence because it was a hot topic at the time.
Right. So I said that to him. And he goes, I said, I'm really interested in like the effect of domestic violence on men. And he goes, that's all I said to him. And in response, he says, wow, you'd make a good dominatrix.
Oh.
Like out of nowhere. And I was kind of like really taken aback by that. And I was like, haha, let's dial this back. Then he immediately dialed it back and like changed the subject. So that tells me that he does kind of understand boundaries, which I think is a good sign.
I certainly hope he does.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. He's definitely kind of a weirdo, but like I said, get the bag. You already know how. You already are aware of how to protect yourself from workplace harassment. You know what I mean? So, I'm just like I said, talk to a dominatrix, maybe even like a lawyer potentially, and then move on from there.
Yeah,
Yep.
This has been really helpful.
Yeah, best of luck to you.
Thank you, Austin.
You're welcome.
Try to get on the will too. He's 78.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, also, he doesn't have any children.
Oh, get on the will. Get on the will. Get on the will. Get on the will. Get the bag. Get on the will. Get on the will. Get on the will. 100%.
Someone's got to go on the will.
Yeah. And then
I want
when
the
you become a
gallery.
multimillionaire, gift subs in the community. Give back. Give back to the HasanAbi hits.
That. Yeah, I'll give some more subs. But he doesn't have a successor for the gallery, and what I want is the gallery. So I think that.
I think you're my friend. I think you're well situated for that.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's
Show
like
that
no,
little
I mean
pussy.
it seems like a mutually beneficial situation, is what I mean.
Tell him.
Yeah,
Tell
I
him.
agree.
Yeah, tell him you're gonna get the gallery, and he's gonna like it.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, Austin. What the? Nice. Austin be like, I'm texting a sex worker right now. Meanwhile, it's just him. He's the one. All right. Cool. Well, thank you. This was definitely an interesting conversation.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right.
Before the next people, I have two questions. How much longer do you want to go for?
We can definitely keep going. I mean, this has been
Yep.
great.
Okay, cool.
I cleared
then
my evening schedule for this.
Oh, thanks,
Cool.
Austin. Thank you.
And then-
You shouldn't have.
And then second question is,
At the top of the hour, what happens?
stop, don't ruin my transition.
Ha! What do you think? You're the only one. I'm the one who debates in here. Okay? No, me. At the
You
top of
ruined
the
my
hour, you know
debate.
what happens? A 60-second ad break happens. And if you no longer want to see those ads, you don't have to be a dominatrix for a very rich art gallery owner. You know what I mean? You can just, for $5 or for free, avoid the ads and have an ad-free broadcasting experience. You can also get gifted a sub if you have a dominatrix gallery owner. If you're a dominatrix, if you're a sub gallery owner, you can gift subs in the chat. Here's the woman ad break now.
This next one is probably my favorite.
Better than the last? Oh, man.
Listen.
Okay.
Just wait.
Thank you,
So her name is-
Gobbler and Geophoria over the 5 gifted subs.
You're good. So it's just her name is Valentine. She, her. All right, you're on air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Valentine.
It's Valentine, just to make.
Oh, hello, Valentine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally okay. No
Valentine.
worries.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah,
Jimbo, for the
hello.
Vine Get the Subs.
And
Hello, Valentine.
hello. Okay, so this has a lot of layers, but I'm gonna try and make it as concise as possible. So my boyfriend, he's born and raised in Russia, and he lives in Russia currently, all his life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, I live in the United States, and we are meeting each other for the first time in Europe very soon. I cannot say why or where or because of we'll get there. So,
Okay.
so we're meeting in Europe, and soon we'll be filling out our K1 visa process, and we'll be getting married within 8 to 13 months after that K1 visa processes, and he can come to America. Now here's the fun part, which is not really fun.
His name is Vladimir Putin.
No. So
He's a spy.
No, stop. Say that. Okay.
He is actually anti-Russian government, and he does not support his government. And he has been contacted twice by the Russian military to come into the military commissionate to give them his personal information because he will be drafted to war if he does that. So he has been basically evading the Russian military, and it's been really terrifying. Conscription, because, obviously if he goes to Ukraine, there's not good chances. So we have been kind of dealing with that. And on top of that, there's no U.S. embassy in Russia currently. They have left the country. So he has to go through the Polish U.S. embassy if we have to fill out our visa process. So it's just pretty crazy. And my mother, on top of all of that, has been not super supportive, and it's just been really hard to tell her that I'm getting married to this person who, he's the love of my life and I care about him more than anything. And so it's just been really hard on my end with my own family and the Russian military. So yeah.
Just the force of the Russian military.
But you guys are okay. So there's so many layers of this because, on the one
I
hand,
know.
on the one hand,
I
I'm
know.
like, you've never seen this person before in real life.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But then also, the whole, Ukrainian invasion is kind of a bummer. It just really has a way to sour. Blossoming
Wait, I'm sorry.
relationships.
I forgot. There's a whole nother layer to this.
Oh,
there's a
it's
whole
deeper.
nother layer.
Wait, there's one more layer.
Let's go.
Okay.
I jokingly reached out to 90 Day Fiance, and they messaged me back, 2 of the casting producers. I spoke to one of them on the phone, and they want us on the show. And
Oh my God.
Do you think that kind of visibility would be good for a Russian government dissident?
Absolutely not.
So definitely don't do that if you want him to
Absolutely not.
suck on polonium tea or
Right.
something like that.
No. And I spoke to the producer on the phone. She was really nice, and she said, talk to him. And so I talked to him, and he said, I'm willing to do whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. And I said, well, I kind of don't want you to go to prison for 13 years. So let's not do that, ultimately.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely don't do that because
Yeah.
I don't think they have enough of they don't give a shit enough about the characters on the show to provide adequate protection. You will not get additional legal help in that circumstance if necessary. I mean, it would be content holy shit. But also
Yeah.
like I said, I don't think that would be good for his safety. But goddamn, it
Oh,
would be
no.
great. Do it. We would definitely watch it on stream.
Well, that's funny because when I talked to him on the phone, he said, "This is crazy." I was like, "Yeah, I know. This whole thing is crazy." And we just couldn't really believe it. And honestly, when I reached out, I was not expecting an answer. I truly thought, it was a joke. I was hanging out with my friend and she was like, oh, just, send them an email. And I was like, haha, yeah. And I didn't think they would actually respond. But they did. And obviously, like, this is like grade A content for them. And the thing about it is, like, I want to be very transparent. Like, I am a very genuine person. My relationship with him is very sacred and it's important. And I would never want to put my relationship out there for it to be faked, to be used for entertainment, for money. Like, that's not how I want the world to perceive the love of my life and my relationship.
What do we got? The FSB in chat? Someone literally is like, where in Russia is he from? Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, cannot tell you that.
Yeah, what the literally, like, FSB is 2-year subscriber, 27-month subscriber here. Like, hey, would you like to dox your potential boyfriend, potential husband for me? A guy from Idaho. Tell me town.
Long time viewer of HasanAbi.
Yeah, I've 27 months. I love this.
Yes, I'm from Washington State.
Yes.
Yeah, the works hard, but the Russian military works like 2% harder, so I can't really dox him like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they'll definitely, I mean, if you watched enough, oh wow, someone literally I could literally ask someone, I could phone in someone right now, Nadia from Riot, right this very moment to get additional advice. Should I do that?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I do want to say, like, there's a lot of people that are saying, like, don't marry somebody you've never met. I've gotten that a lot by people. I just want to kind of say, like, one thing about international relationships is that, unfortunately, my relationship is unconventional. I don't have the luxury of being next to my partner every day. And I don't have the luxury of going on several dates and things like that. But, I do talk to him 6 hours every day, and we're honest, good people. I think so. So I don't think love is necessarily supposed to be domestic per se. I think international is definitely a possibility.
I will also say this, although I do understand people's reservations, but ultimately it's your relationship, so nobody should be giving unwanted advice for something that you're not looking for. But I will say, in the modern era, I think it's much more possible, more than any time in history, to have conventional relationships through the internet. Because of our job, I mean, I'm not talking about my intimate relationships, but just in general, friendships. There's a lot of people that I've gotten to know just through the internet, and that I've met. Most people that I've gotten to know through the internet and that I met in person, it's like without missing a beat, and they were exactly who I thought they were because I've been able to get to know them through the internet. So I'm not saying, of course, I think obviously, ideally, you know somebody in person, but in my personal experience, I think I've had numerous people, romantic or not, where they were just who I thought they were. Rarely has it been like, wow, completely 180.
Yeah.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
I'm gonna call Nadia right now.
Okay.
Really quickly. Do you know who Nadia is from Riot?
I do. I've seen the stream that she was on with you the one time,
Okay.
but that's all I know about her. And yes, 6 hours a day. I'm a graduate student, so it's summertime. I'm not working currently, so I have a lot of time on my hands right now.
Hey, Nadia. I'm on the phone with someone right now, or we're Nadia. We're on stream right now, and we're doing an advice. Can you hear Nadia, by the way? Valentine, can you hear Nadia?
Yeah, hi Nadia.
Okay, Nadia, can you hear Valentine?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, perfect. So, she is in America. Valentine is in America. She's been in a long distance relationship with someone in Russia for a very long time. And he is trying to come to the United States and obviously immigrate and get married and get a visa. And I was wondering if you could give further advice to Valentine about this, if you think that it's a good idea or anything like that.
What is the context?
What is the context, Valentine?
Do you have any political context for that, or is just a personal case?
Well, it's a personal case, but then also on top of that, apparently, like the military's trying to conscript him, and he doesn't want to do that. Obviously,
He doesn't want to do what?
he does not want to join the Russian military, but the military apparently has tried to, get him to join the Russian military. So
Does he have Загран passport, which means foreign passport? This passport to be used for travels in Russia?
Yes, he does.
He does have it apparently. Yes.
Awesome. Does he have any sort of American visa?
He doesn't have a.
No.
No, he doesn't have an American visa.
But well, I mean, as far as I understand, I do believe that if you marry someone who has American citizenship, you can get a visa. You can get a green card. So that would be one way. Another way would be claim political refugee status. I personally don't like that one because it means that you cannot go back to your country. But if you're fine with not spending, like 3-5 years in Russia, you can claim that. And as far as I know, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, obviously, but I know that countries, including America, they're giving political refugee to Russians who stand against the war in Ukraine fairly easily right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but Valentine is actually interested in marrying this person. From what I understand, and that's what the plan is, right, Valentine?
Yes. Marriage is the ultimate decision.
That's dope. I mean, that's fairly easy. Well, I don't think that something can go wrong. They will ask you for proofs of your relationships, which is like pretty insane, but like photographs in your social media and stuff like that, and just like they like to see that you posted photos together on Facebook and Instagram like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to say that there's people that say like, oh, is it just because he wants to have citizenship? That's always a very common thing with international relationships, especially with United States and a foreign country, is, oh, your partner in this foreign country just wants to have United States citizenship. And to me, that's objectification of people in general. It's like, oh, well, they just want you for this. And it's like, well, this is another human being. And but I do want to clarify that my partner has stated to me that he does not care where we live. He says that he just wants to be with me ultimately wherever that is. So it's not really about him getting a green card, basically.
By the way, Nadia, they've never met in person before, though, unfortunately. So it's like that is
very soon. We will soon.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I know that immigration lawyers would give the best advice here, but I do know that any sort of proof of your relationship and pre-existing relationship is needed. It's not guaranteed that they're going to go deep, but in case if they flag you and flag your case, they can go pretty deep into history of your relationship. So you wanna prepare something. I mean, like I'm pretty sure like even transcription of your chats, your chat history could also work.
Right.
Yeah, and they're planning on meeting in Europe.
That's gonna help. So yeah, just post things on social media once you meet and be just like just like it's kind of weird and uncomfortable to me, but this because I'm a fairly private person, and I do understand that there are a lot of people who do not post things about their relationship on social media, but I guess for immigration authorities, they like this they take this more traditional approach to things. So they believe that if you do not post about your relationship on social media, then it doesn't exist. And also, I know that they love when people actually live together. So I think, I mean, it's possible to fake it if you don't actually want to live together, because I personally think that living together with someone, even if you're in an actual relationship, is detrimental for a relationship, because you just go into like, why didn't you wash the dirty dishes type stuff. But they want people to live together. So like they would ask questions like, what kind of toothbrush does she use?
Right.
Yeah, like what day does she do her laundry?
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Well, Nadia, thank you. We'll talk more about when you guys are coming over tomorrow.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much. You were very helpful.
Thank you, Nadia.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.
Austin has been doing this chow thing since we went to Europe. This is his new thing. He always says chow. It's the
sounds
gayest thing you do
sophisticated.
now.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you sound sophisticated.
I thought sucking dick was the gayest thing.
No. Saying chow after every conversation, I think, is the gayest thing you do.
I think we should all adopt chow.
I'm not.
I'll say ciao with you, Austin.
Me too.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
In solidarity. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ciao.
I hope that was
yes,
helpful.
I do FaceTime him. I see him at work. I know, his job. I know, I know all pretty much. I know everything about him. Everybody. There's no like mystery with this person. This isn't like I don't know anything about him type of thing. So I just want to clarify that as well. Like I know this person. I talk to him every single day and as much as we can, and spend a lot of time together and stuff like that. So
Yeah, you don't have to justify a relationship to chat. Don't feel like you're being pressured to like.
I'm sorry. I just
offer-
keep seeing it. I'm like, I have to answer all these questions.
Yeah, you know how this works. Come on, you've probably engaged in berating me every now and then. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Anyone that's on screen, chat thinks is like open for ridicule, which of course they would never want to be in that position themselves.
It sounds to me like you really love him, personally.
I do. He's the most important person in my life, and he really is a wonderful human being.
Where did you guys meet?
So I'm actually learning Russian, and so I have been learning Russian, and I was on this app called Tandem that you choose a language you'd like to learn, and then you get matched with people who speak that language fluently, and then they get, they want to learn English. So we met as friends. It was very, very he was so sweet and kind. He never really even pushed any sort of relationship on me. He was very respectful and polite. I've never met a man as polite as he is, which it's American men need to learn. But he was just so kind and was a really great friend for a bit, and then it just kind of evolved, naturally into a really beautiful relationship with each other. So he's fantastic.
Wonderful.
And he's watching, so I love you.
Oh.
Yeah. The third people that are watching in Russia, one of them.
Yeah. Okay. That's very cute. And I do hope it works out. Are there any other additional points? I feel like we covered all the bases. People were saying in the chat that ACLU actually has immigration forms that you can, take a look at as well. But it seems like you got a clear plan of action here, and I really hope it works out for you guys.
Thank you so
Keep us
much,
posted.
Hasan. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and thank you for having me. I really appreciate you guys hearing out my crazy ass life.
It's awesome.
It truly is crazy. Someone else in the chat said, "Do you make a lot of money? Like, is this a money thing?" No, no. I'm a graduate student. I'm getting my PhD in history.
No.
So
You're broke. You're
I
broke.
don't have any money.
Okay, you're a brokey. So what you gotta do is start drinking sparkling water, right? Okay.
Bubble water.
Yeah, bubble water, and then not be a brokey. You need to join Hustlers University. Okay?
Yeah.
And then get other people through your affiliate link to join as well, and then you make a lot of money that way. So you can pay for the process, because the process is expensive. It is an expensive process.
Oh yeah, I literally have to. So I have a car. I don't make enough money to literally prove that he can come here financially and be supported. Because you have to
Yeah.
Legally, you have to show that you can support them. I literally don't make enough money to prove that.
Yeah, we're
So I have
experts on this.
to-
We watched a lot of 90 Day Fiance in this community. We
Yeah,
kind of know the process.
I literally have to put my car on the line for this. But I just want to clarify, like I'm not going to say what he's an engineer, so he's very well educated. He's one of the hardest working people I know. And so he'll have no problem getting a job here and things like that as far as like his career goes. And so it's really him that has to make, the money in this situation. I'm the one that's lagging behind here. So,
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. Money truly does not matter. It really, that's not what it's about. So.
Okay. Well, this was wonderful. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for your time.
You too.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Spasiba. Пока. Пока.
What does that word mean?
I think it means thank you, but I'm not 100% sure.
What if it was just you?
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
How do you say sorry in Russian?
Did I? Never mind. No, not that one.
Hasan never says sorry, so he doesn't know. All right,
I say
Frogan, you were right.
sorry.
That was a banger.
That was wild.
I feel like this Chadvice has been really good.
Yeah, you
Really
you killed it.
The next person is an update. This person was on, I think, either a year ago or 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember. So Austin and Hasan had this person. They found out their mom was cheating on their dad, and they want to give an update.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, I remember this. Let's hear it.
So this is Lara, pronouns she, her.
Laura, before you give us the update, could you briefly fill in our guests that might not know about the particular situation?
Yeah, of course. So Hasan, I don't know if you're going to remember this at all. It's been a while. But I came on Chadvice in, I think it was December 2020. And I basically told you guys that I found out that my mom was cheating on my dad by like looking through her messages and DMs and stuff. And I was asking you like if I should tell my dad or how I should go about that. And, your advice was, first of all, that we're probably swingers, which, I'll get to that. And second of all, like, to tell him, which I think is obviously most people's reaction. So after that, I ended up, I think I sat on it still for a little while just because, I don't know, I was, like, scared. I don't know, obviously it's a kind of hard thing to do. But basically what I ended up doing is I was on a trip with just my dad, and we were in a hotel together, and my mom was home. And I was logged into her, Instagram on my phone, and I could see that she was going to meet up with someone that night, and I was, with my dad away, and I really, felt like I had to do something then. But I didn't want him to know it was me, so what I ended up doing was, making a random email account and just sending him, the screenshots and proof, and just kind of, which I know sounds crazy. I probably wouldn't do it the same way again if I did it now, but whatever, I made that decision. And so I ended up, basically just giving him the information and letting him do what he wanted with it, because it was everything was in there. He had all the information. So long story short, what happened is, we came back to the hotel room, didn't tell me really anything was going on. I know he was on the phone. And they ended up fighting and stuff, but they're still together. Whatever, they're still, they live together, whatever. Me and my brother live with them. And so I basically just sat with that, and nothing came of that for a little while. And then I think 6 months later, I was kind of fighting, arguing with my mom about something else unrelated. And I brought it up, and I said, I basically told her, I told her it was me. And he basically just lied about it to me, which is obviously what people who cheat do a lot, is just not, I don't know. So she basically said no, it didn't happen, whatever. And I felt like I was going crazy for a while, and I was kind of questioning myself. And then I ended up reading the screenshots again and being no, I was definitely right about this. But I basically haven't brought it up again, and I haven't talked to my dad about it. So that's basically the update, which is kind of a crazy story. And then I guess if I were going to ask you guys for advice, I don't know, is this something that basically I should ever talk about it again? Do I just kind of go to my grave with whatever it is right now? And then also, I mentioned kind of briefly, I have a younger brother. Like, do I ever tell him about any of this? I guess there's no reason in particular he would need to know, but I don't know. I don't love keeping secrets from him and stuff like that, so I'd like to get your guys' takes on that.
Ooh, okay.
I'm confused. Did your dad, how did your dad respond to this?
He was like angry. I mean, they didn't do anything in front of me. Obviously, they were like fighting in private, so I wasn't there for the majority of like what I assume they were arguing about. But he was angry, and then I guess not angry enough to like get a divorce or anything. I think, obviously they have kids. They have been married for like almost 20 years. So I don't know. I mean, whatever. I didn't think he would, which I said last time I came on. I said, like, I think if I tell him, like, not much is going to change, which ended up being the case.
How old is your brother?
He's 15 now.
I think don't traumatize him.
I agree.
I think just, you know, as long as they're together, they might be keeping it together specifically for both of your development. You know what I mean? And, I mean, you're kind of already, so that's like, spare your brother from that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, at least for now.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 18.
Is it kind of eating at you? Is that why you're on here? Like, it's eating at you. You want to tell someone. You feel like you need to fill your brother in on it.
Now, not as much. When I first found out, like 2 years ago, yeah, definitely. I was like, because I couldn't tell anyone. I couldn't, all my friends know my parents.
So she told
I can't tell my
30,000
parents.
people.
So I think it was actually like 50,000 at the time. So all you guys found out.
I fell off. Okay.
I'm kidding. But now, I mean, now people, like my friends, I've talked to them about it. My boyfriend knows and stuff. So not as much now. I have outlets and like very healthy people around me. So I don't feel this like crazy need to go tell my little brother this thing that, you're right, will probably not help him at the very least. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe when we're like 30, I'll just drop it on him one day.
I mean, I think that eventually the truth will inevitably come out when both of you guys leave to go to college, I suspect. So when that happens, or when they're I think they're being good. Like, I think your dad is being a very good person in this situation. It seems like. I mean, we don't have access to all the details, and quite frankly, I don't even know if you should know all the details even. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's better to just like hold off for a little bit, and who knows, and then like a couple years down the line when he's in college or something like that, that's when you can probably bring it up.
I would suggest not dropping it on him, though, because that's something that could really mess with his idea of what his parents are to him and their relationship. And I really think that can be a very destabilizing thing to learn about your family. So I would recommend that when you feel like the time is right, you exercise as much caution in approaching it sensitively.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was kidding a little bit. Like, obviously, I was his age when I found out, and it was like a lot for me. So I understand. Like, I love him. Obviously, I'm not trying to put him through like anything crazy.
Yeah, it could be rough to find that out and then not be able to ask anyone. He wouldn't have any questions, or he wouldn't have any answers to any questions that he has.
Right.
Yeah.
You should also probably get your parents to get you into therapy if you haven't already done that.
Yeah, I have not talked about this with my parents at all. I think maybe a little bit later, a little down the line, I might look into that.
You seem well put together for all things considered, but it's still, there might be some underlying resentment. I don't know. It would be good to probably get some therapy.
I appreciate that. I think you said the same thing last time I came on that I was very calm about, which you know, it's been a while now. It doesn't like it's not something I think about obviously on a daily basis. I have a good relationship with both my parents, my mom too, which is I don't know, like cool, I guess, but also a little bit weird because we just never talked about it again. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for the advice. It was definitely helpful last time when I was thinking about everything.
You don't have to bring up why you want to go to
appreciate,
therapy, by the way. You don't have to bring that up.
Yeah.
Just ask
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I like my college also has good resources for mental health and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
And
I know
for the
it's out
record,
there,
like
yeah.
it's not. I mean, I need to stress this again. It's not your fault. These are adults that are supposed to be responsible. It's like, so don't carry that with you at all.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I feel like there is a little bit of maybe them staying together when they're unhappy for us, which sucks a little bit. But I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, like you're right, they are adults. It's it's all their choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank
Well,
you for
thank you
giving.
guys a
Thank you
lot.
for giving us an update.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Ciao.
Very casual.
Slip that in there.
Slip it
He
in.
was waiting
he was-
for it.
Yeah. He had a countdown in his head.
I went to Italy, and then I have an Italian driver, and ever since then it's been ciao.
Sorry,
So-
what you said
so
was
we have a-
completely overtaken by Hasan's
Really,
antics
Morgan?
over
Really?
here.
What?
What is this? What is this tweet, huh?
I didn't make it. I stole it.
That doesn't make it any better. You posted it.
It's funny.
It really, it's too good. Everything is the same color of everything.
Bro, that's how Big Ed thinks he looks. Wait, I have a question. Do you wash your hair with mayo?
No, I do not. I wash
Hey,
it with
Hasan,
Aesop shampoo.
is that the hotel in England?
No, this was Amsterdam. This was the Hilton that we were staying at.
That's the Hilton?
Is my room much worse than yours? Is that what you're gonna say? Because because you forgot to book mine. It's fine, I guess.
I did forget to book because we got to the hotel in Amsterdam, and I forgot to book Hasan's room because he told me that Twitch had booked him a room, and I forgot.
Yeah, no,
I got
it's cool.
Will's room.
It's cool. We can.
I got
We have
Will.
a lot of guests. We don't have to.
I'll let
we
you
don't have
hash
to-
this out. I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, we don't have to air out our grievances here. Okay.
I remembered Will's room, but Hasan had checked in. He told me Twitch was getting his hotel, but he forgot there was a little gap that needed to be filled in that reservation.
Austin, I have a question. What happened to respecting your elders?
Oh, that's a good point. He is my elder. I should definitely respect
Am I
him.
though? Am I though? Because the meme right now is that you're the old one.
Yeah, and it's very damaging to my career. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
but you
I'm
are the
trying
old
to-
one, so.
No, you are older than me.
Oh,
by
I do have
about
youthful
7
exuberance, which you lack. So who's to say I'm the
Okay.
old one?
Anthony's older than
No.
all of you.
But again,
Really?
youthful exuberance. See, Austin didn't even believe it.
It's true.
Dude, I saw the tweet this morning. I was like, there's no way he's 34.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
gonna love hearing this.
I thought, yeah, I was shocked by that as well when I saw the "Told Me In It" clip.
I want to be a dad for sure. People say I have dad energy. I wanna
You
be a
are
dad,
wearing
but
a
not-
Nike dry fit shirt right now.
I was about to go work out. I'm gonna work out today, Hasan. I go to the gym. You should try it. Okay.
I mean, I went to the gym this morning, so
Well, I'm gonna go run.
yeah,
and
going
then
in the
I'm gonna go
afternoon
lift
is
weights.
dad behavior. So
No, it is. But I'm a good friend, and I was here on Chadvice, something that I
thanks.
love to do. Yeah.
By the way, he's saying that sarcastically, but he literally asked me to be on.
No, I asked him, "Am I gonna be on Chadvice?" And he said yes. And I said, "Okay, I'll be there."
Yeah, we don't believe that you're 34.
What is that? What chat's talking about now, or is that what you
we
guys
think
are
it's
talking about?
we think it's a government conspiracy.
You know, I do have this theory that maybe my parents faked my birth certificate, so
Yeah.
then they just lied to me my whole life. So there's that.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, who's our next victim?
So before we get into it, do you want me to, how many more do you want me to do? Do you want to do? We can cut some people. We already told a few people that they're not guaranteed. So don't feel bad.
Okay. How many more do you guys think?
17 more.
Wait, 17 more? That'd be like 5 hours. Okay, well, I love that energy, but I don't have that.
Do we want to
kind
say
of-
like 3 more?
3 more?
Oh,
Okay,
wow,
cool.
that's a big
5
Wow.
more? I don't know.
You went from
Okay. So